I got me a truck, a trailer, and a chainsaw.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
And $0. Can we go from 0 to 100 million? Let's find out. It is now not so bright and early. Well, it's not bright, but it's still early. It's 5 in the morning in August, and it is definitely dark. Let me turn the lights on in here. There we go. Now it's bright in here, but it's not bright outside. You know what? Speaking of that, I wonder how those lights out there work. I mean, I would say they're doing the job pretty good, I think. I mean, lighting up the place pretty good. Got my camper lit up here. Nobody's going to come over here and steal that, at least. That's great, because I definitely care about that. I have been forgetting to put in some stuff around the house every episode. I mean, I did say every episode I'll try, but every now and then I don't get it in there. So maybe this episode I'll get something in around the house. No promises, because we got a whole lot of work to do to get ready for planting time. But we can't really do that work with the sun down like this. Let's go ahead and fast forward some time here. We are up there quite a bit in money, and all that is just automatic selling items, most likely from my wood chips production I got going there. It is making pellets. Something like that, wood pellets? I'm not even sure what it's making. I can't remember. But it's making me a lot of money. I know that. Look at that, $473,000 right now. That is pretty sweet. Ooh, just noticed this maintenance on this thing's all the way down. I should probably take this in and get some work on it done. I should probably actually just go ahead and make a maintenance shop over here. You know what? I have this option right here. Repaint for $45,000. Ooh. But it says my condition's good. What's broken? It must be the plow. Let's see here. Yeah, it says the tractor's at 39%. The plow's at 100% damage. That's what's broken. Okay, I was looking at that maintenance thing on the right there. I guess I was showing the plow. Hey, I don't care about the plow. That's fine the way it is right there. I hope I don't end up regretting this, but I am going to let a worker create this field. It's already not looking good because I think it went past the width of the actual field, maybe, not sure. But either way, I'm gonna let this worker do it, and oh gosh, I'm just really second guessing this whole thing right now, thinking it's gonna end up across the map with a whole plow thing going through, but I guess as long as I don't own the land, it's not gonna plow, right? While that's going on, I got all my daily chores to do as far as taking care of the animals, some other odd ends and stuff here, checking on production, so I'm gonna work on that a little bit and maybe bring y'all in here and there. One thing I keep forgetting to do for the last couple of episodes, I believe, I know it's the last couple of months, I've been forgetting to empty out this firewood bulk over here, but the thing is I don't exactly have the trailer, or I didn't have the money to purchase the trailer I want to use for this. At least I think I want to use a certain trailer. These pallets look bigger than normal Euro pallets. I'm not sure what those are on right there. Are those the oversized Euro pallets maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're just regular Euro pallets. It's just throwing me off. They look a little bigger. Let me get some sort of truck and trailer over here to pick this up, and we got to get it out of the way here so it can spawn more out. I'm just losing money with it not running. You know what? Instead of getting a truck and trailer, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get a trailer. This thing's actually on sale right now. So let's look at that real quick. I'll back out. Right there, 62,000. My bad, not 62,000. 62% off. So I've never used this trailer before, but it should do the job. It has the Euro pallet option for auto loading, and then also there's Euro pallets with double length or whatever. I think that might be what I have here, but there's also the overloaded ones too. I have no idea. Either way, we're going to get this right here. I'm going to go ahead and buy it, and I'm going to use my little John Deere tractor that I have in the town to putt around with it. Hopefully it can pull it just fine. Well, it looks like it's not Euro pallets, so now I got to hit that Z button over there on the left until I find which one it is. It's not fluid tank for sure. Definitely not big bag pallets. Big bags. Nope. Euro pallets overloaded. Maybe. Nope. Maybe this ain't going to work at all. Euro pallets with double length, maybe? Nope. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. This is not good at all. Looks like nothing. None of the options can auto load onto that trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this production over to automatically selling, and I'm just going to go ahead, I guess, go ahead and go through and pick them up with the actual pallet forks and get them sold off. Now, I might load them up on the trailer, or I might just take them back to that sell everything in the back there. I'm not sure yet. If I load them all up on the trailer and do one big sell, I'll bring y'all back for that. But if I'm selling them off one by one, I'm not going to worry about showing that. I mean, you got to be kidding me. I can't even pick up one of them. This thing is heavy. Not even trying to make an attempt here. Come on. There it goes, kind of, right? Hey, it works. Probably shouldn't be doing this. But yeah, there's no way I'm definitely loading this on the trailer. You know what? I can't even turn right now. All right, that's failed. Let's get a weight on the back of this thing. We'll go pretty heavy here, pretty big. This is John Deere 1.8 tons. Because looking at how much that was lifting the tractor off the ground, yeah, I feel like this ain't even going to be enough. But we'll go ahead and buy that for $1,900. Well, at least it picks up like this. Don't know if I can pick up two of them. Probably not. My back tire is definitely bouncing off the ground. Yep, not going to be lifting two of them, but I can get one of them. Let's go ahead and take this over to sell everything. I'm just going to sell them off one by one, run them over here. Not too far of a distance. Let's see how much we get for at least one of them. I like to at least show you that, and then I can do the math and figure out how much I'm going to get all together here. It's going to take a while, though. Oh, there it goes. It's already emptying out in there. Took quite a while for all that to sell off there, but we made $830 plus a $75 environmental score reward. Man, I always forget about that environmental score reward all the time. But no, that's not too bad, I don't think. And how many pallets do we got sitting here? 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Sorry. It's all jumbled up right there. Hopefully I counted this right, but I think I got 28 pallets here total. Not bad, not bad. So looking at a good $28,000 worth almost. I mean, what was it? Each one probably like $900, I think. I can't even remember what I got for one of them already. I think it was $800 and something dollars plus environmental of something. Gosh, I really can't remember that. Either way, I'm gonna take my time getting this all put over there because even after that field is done plowing, I still need to go through, touch it up myself, and pick up all the stones. So still quite a bit of work to do to that field. And while all that's going, I could be doing this. All right, looks like the plowed work is all done over here. Don't know how much it missed, if it missed any, or if it even got close enough to the road, as close as I wanted it to. I mean, this is looking pretty good. I mean, I could obviously get it closer, but I think I like what's going on here. Main thing is right now I want to make sure I didn't miss anything on the inside of the field. So let me go around the field, checking that out, and maybe touching up a few spots here and there. Surprisingly, this worker actually did a lot better than I thought he or she would have done. Didn't miss any spots. Let's go ahead and get this plow back, get it washed up, put away, and then next up is the stone picking on here. And of course, still got a bunch of firewood for me to sell off. That's going to be taking forever with that tractor. As I was driving up here, I was really worried. I didn't think these doors were wide enough for this plow, but it looks like it is. Now I'm kind of just going to bury it in the back here because I'm not going to use it very often. The only bad thing about that is I'll have to unbury it. Got the worker off picking up stones here, and I realized something. This map in general, so far all these fields I have done, they just don't have any good amount of stones on them. I would actually like some big stones in these fields. That way I could profit off of them somehow with either making lime or even making statues. Really interested in trying that one. But either way, it's not looking like I'm going to get much off of these fields. What that means is it's just going to take a long time for this stuff to fill up. And once this trailer kind of gets full or almost full, I'll probably end up looking into something I can do with these stones, but not until then. Turns out I can't come over here and set this pallet down on the ground and go grab another one. I got to sit here and wait for it to empty out because once I set it on the ground, it stops selling. So that's kind of a bummer. But oh well, this gives me a little work to do here and there. I don't think I'm going to get it all done this episode, but I'm going to get it done eventually. Hey, look at there. 854 plus another 78. Looking good, looking good. Still quite a bit to go though. Still going away at the firewood here, and I just realized I have a trailer in the background there. I didn't need to buy that other trailer. I mean, obviously it didn't work, but still this trailer right here has the same auto load features as that trailer I bought. I could have still gave it a try earlier on and figured out it wouldn't have worked. But oh well. Looky there, finished worker. Let's go ahead and jump over there and check out that. And it is the stones. Now I'm not going to worry about going through and touching up, making sure every little bit got done. But we got a total of 10,000 liters of stones in there right now. Oh, 10,000 something. Let's go ahead and get this parked off to the side somewhere. Well, you know what? Let's not park it off to the side. Let's go ahead and get it washed and put up now. This is definitely something I won't be using very much, so I'm going to bury it back there with the plow for sure. Starting to look pretty nice, actually putting this stuff away. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Here's our new field here, field 2. It might be bigger than the other one, I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and get some soil samples here. Now, somebody did comment saying I could use some sort of Unreal type soil sampler thing and only purchase one soil sample and it would do the whole thing, most likely. And I looked through the mod hub. It wasn't on the mod hub. I don't think it would be on the mod hub, to be honest with you, but did a quick look for it, didn't find it. It's probably on a third-party website. I am actually trying to limit my mods from outside of the mod hub. Maybe I just typed it in wrong in the actual mod hub. But either way, buy those soil samples. We got the money to waste right now. At the time, we didn't have the money to waste on this soil samples here because that was a lot of money. But hey, it looks like we got some different soil types here. Pretty excited to touch up on that and try that out. I would prefer it all to be the really good stuff, but it's not all the time. I wish I could edit that. Trust me, I would. Go ahead and top our lime off right now. I'm going to go ahead and set up a worker to lime on that other field over there, and then I'll show y'all what I'm going to plant over there. I mean, it's still kind of up in the air, but it should be done this episode, so I'm not going to leave y'all in suspense. There's two things I want to choose from. They don't plant in August. I believe they plant next month, but we'll look at that in a second. Here's a crop calendar, and I am looking at wheat or barley. Yes, I could do canola, and I could do canola for money. Canola obviously pays more, but I'm kind of looking more towards the feed area for some future animals. Because, like I did mention, I was editing some XML files for some animals, so they are coming pretty soon. Because I think I did mention that. I don't know. I forget what I talk about half the time. But either way, barley or wheat, that's up in there. We'll know next month as soon as I get that seeder planter thingy on the field. That's when I'll decide. But right now, while this is going away, let's go ahead and jump back over to the firewood and continue doing this nice long trip. You know, I'm on episode 22 right now, and I'm thinking maybe by episode 100, I'll have all this firewood sold off at the rate I'm going here. Got some good news and some bad news about this whole firewood sell thing. I'm pretty sure I'm making more money on the base price, but I'm pretty sure I'm losing money on the environmental score reward. Well, not exactly losing, because as you can tell there, $895 sold of products and then $48 environmental score reward. I think before I was making 70 something for the environmental score reward, but I do know I was making less than $895 on the sold product. products. Back over here at this field, and man, this thing already ran out of lime. Looks like I got quite a bit of the field left to do, maybe? I don't know, there's not too much. But the thing is, somebody did tell me on one of my series what I could do to increase the lime capacity of this without having to edit the XML file, which is get a front loader attachment and put a big bag, not a big bag, a global goods transport pallet on the front loader, and then it will empty out into that as I drive along. Well, I'm not the one driving along, the worker's driving along. Now, should I give that a try? I probably should. I don't know if this tractor can have front loader attachment. Take a quick look at that, and no, it cannot. Darn. Okay, well, I guess this tractor's not doing it. I can try it in the future with a different tractor. So that's definitely something I'm gonna look at next time I apply fertilizer. Not fertilizer, my bad, don't know what I'm talking about here. Next time I apply lime to a field, I will try to use my smaller tractor with the front loader attachment and carrying around a global goods transport pallet full of lime. Also, this might work out great for fertilizer too, but I won't know that until I get the crop in the ground and see how much fertilizer it requires. You know, sad thing is, I did say I was going to get that field planted before ending this episode, but I'm sorry. Got tons of recording here. I think I got too much recording here as far as how long I've been keeping these videos. Now, obviously, I'd love to make all my videos 30 minutes long, but I don't exactly have that much time to put into it. I wish I could do this full time, and eventually I might end up doing this full time and make longer videos. But hey, sweet, $905 and a 49 environmental. Going up, up, up. Maybe I should wait till the end of the day to sell these off. But anyways, like I was saying, I try to keep these videos short, 10, 12 minutes-ish. Well, I guess I do between 8, 12. Let's put it that way. And I would love to make them 30 minutes. That would require each episode taking me 3 to 6 hours of playtime, and then not including how much longer it's going to take to edit. So it's kind of up there. I did run out of time this episode, so really sorry about that. But you do know next episode will be either wheat or barley. Let me know what you think I should plant. Idea behind that is obviously for animals. What animals take that? Chickens. So what should I plant for my chickens? That's the real question. We are here now, September, 6 a.m. It's really dark, and I also notice there is some rain in the forecast. That is not good, because what's happening this month is I want to plant some crop. Now, it was up in the air there between wheat or barley. We'll see that once I get the planter on the field. Speaking of that, I might get a new one. But off camera there, I did go through and sell off onions. They were best sell time before I slept through the night. And I realized tomatoes is full, strawberries is full. So we're going to do something special with those two to kind of increase our capacity to hold more. Not really in that building, but somewhere else. Maybe kind of hard to tell, but I'm over here at this silo, and this silo here does hold those 3 items at the top of that production. Right here, tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries. So let's go ahead and switch these over to distributing, and they will distribute over to that silo once I activate them over there, obviously. Looking at the weather channel here, yes, the weather channel, or the weather app on my phone, or the weather app on my computer. I'm literally sitting at a computer. Here's the screen, here's the weather. Yeah, weather app on my computer. Got it. Nailed that one. But either way, there's rain at 8 a.m. and just for an hour, so not too big of a deal. We can probably keep going during that time, but we'll see how much it actually rains. I got to get the sun up before we get started. Well, sun's up enough now, so let's go ahead and refill this lime. I did not get it washed and put away quite yet. Don't need it refilled technically, but we'll go ahead and get it refilled before I put it away, and we'll get it all washed up. This thing's all white, tractor's all white. I'm not going to wash the tractor yet because I'm about to use it on the field. Now, that planter I did use last time, that Kinsey one, I did find a better one, and honestly, I don't know why I bought, or I didn't even buy it. I don't know why I leased that Kinsey one, because right next to it was the better one, which is also a Kinsey one. I don't know what I was thinking. Hopefully y'all called me out on it and said, hey, should have got that other one. But we do have quite a bit of money up there now, almost $1 million. That is absolutely amazing. Just stuff automatically selling off, and a lot of that profit is coming from the wood chips. But that profit is coming to an end because I only got like, I think less than 50,000 liters of wood chips in storage right now. That's not good. Oh well, all great things must come to an end one day. Unless you're this channel, right? All right. Speaking of that, let's help get this channel to greatness by hitting that like button. Here's the thing. Here's the planter I have leased right now. Kinsey multi-fruit planter. It does plant some pretty good stuff here, quite a bit, but it doesn't plant all of it. There is a Kinsey one right next to it that planted all of it and had unreal capacities. Don't know why I didn't get that, but hey, look at that balance up there, over $1 million now. That's amazing. Must have rolled over an hour. Yep, we're at 701 right now. And plus, besides me getting the wrong one here, I need to go ahead and get rid of it because I got realistic-ish colors on it. You know what? I got called out on that one. AutoSim Crew did say planters are not this red and green color. They're black and green? Is that what he said? I think he said black and green. So I guess it's not realistic colors. Either way, let's return that. I ain't getting any product sell from the stuff inside there. Come on, y'all ripping me off? Here's the weird thing. Here's the one I got. It's somewhat realistic. Obviously not. At least I don't think it is. It's $172,000, but here's the one that plants absolutely everything. Definitely not realistic at all. Oh my gosh, nope, nowhere near it. So we can plant potatoes with it, we can plant sugarcane with it, and there's actually a little trick to get cheaper seeds. And we'll probably do that in a little bit too. But it's even cheaper. And it holds more, 65,000 liters. Amazing. So let's go ahead and purchase this. I'm going to actually purchase it. I got $1 million. I don't see why not. Let me customize it a little bit first. Here we go. This is color I'm going to go with right here all over the place. I just click on it, click a different color, try to make it just look totally weird. I don't put much thought into it. I like it. It's a little fun. I'm really interested in the fact that they had the grates. It says grids here, but they had the steps. Grates, grids. I don't know. Maybe they are called grids. I always call them like grates or something like that. But steps in general. I think it's pretty cool how they had that option to change colors. But anyways, $153,300. That is ours now. Bought that. That's our forever planter right there. Plant anything we want. Speaking of planting anything we want, what do y'all want to see me plant? Let me know down in the comments. I'd like to get some feedback there. Like, what should I plant? What kind of productions should that stuff go into to make me some good money? With this being Unreal capacity, obviously the tanks are a lot bigger, but $13,500 for liquid fertilizer there. Hopefully that's enough, or we're going to be making a trip. Now, here's a little trick I was talking about how we can get a cheaper seed. Obviously, the seeds are the most expensive. The sugarcane is the cheapest. The potatoes is in there in the middle. We can buy sugarcane and change it over to whatever crop we want. I'm pretty sure we can. I'm going to give that a try. So we're going to buy a bunch of sugarcane? Yeah, we can, because it's saying corn right now. That is amazing. Totally cheaty. I'm sorry. I just wanted to give it a try. I might not do that moving forward. But 50,000 liters right there for $4,462. Let's take a look at the price differences on that stuff. Seeds are costing right now over at a multi-fruit buying station $674. Ooh, the farm shop's really, really high. Potatoes are $129. Sugarcane is at $89. Now that is per 1,000 liters. So I just paid $89 per 1,000 liters for my seeds instead of $674. Yes, that is definitely really cheaty. I was kind of doing that as an experiment to see if it would actually work because I didn't know. But now I do know it works. I probably won't do that moving forward. Obviously, I don't need the money. I don't need to save the money. I don't need to be cheaty like that. I just thought it'd be fun to show you all that little trick. But either way, this is definitely not no super realistic series either. But what am I going to plant on this field here? It's going to be barley. Now you may be wondering, why am I planting barley versus wheat? I did mention I want these for the animals. I did a $10 million chicken challenge before, and I learned the best thing to feed chickens between barley and wheat is barley, because barley will get a higher yield, so you get more food. Let's just put it that way. I guess there's really nothing else I need to explain about it. So that's why I'm going with barley. This is going to be all chicken feed. Speaking of chicken feed, while these workers are going, I did say workers because I think there's another field ready to harvest. But while these workers are going, I'm going to be making room for some animals. But looking at the field first here, everything's going good. pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect. Needs rolling though. Always forget about that. And we're actually going to have to buy a new roller, or purchase the one I currently have and change it over to a field roller because it is a mulch roller right now. Buying and changing over doesn't sound too bad. Over here on the grass field, it does say growth, ready to harvest. That means it's ready to harvest. Let's get our mower out, start it up. Now, of course, with there being no damage on this game at all for doing stuff like this, I'm gonna ramp off the edge of this a lot. I've been doing it off camera every now and then. I figured I'd go ahead and show one. Mower is off and going now. I do face an issue here because the tractor that usually picks up this grass is currently busy. So this grass may be sitting here for a while, but either way, it's going to eventually get picked up and turned into some feed for some animals. Also, speaking of animals, look at that area right across the road there on the backside of this mower. That is actually where I want to kind of centralize all my animals. But as you can tell, there's a lot of trees there. Now, I'm not going to go through cutting them down, getting wood. At least I don't think I am. I need to check my wood levels. I'll probably just go through the easy route and get me some wood chips. Oh, hey. I totally forgot all about planting these trees here. Looks like they all grew in. I don't think any of them did not grow in. Like I did mention, they're just kind of planted weirdly just all throughout there. I think I got some really close right here. Yeah. Guess there's really no limit on how close I can get. But right now they're 9.3 meters wide, 2,066 liters volume in there. So that's how much volume, obviously, that's what it means. And I just read volume. That's how much wood I get out of it. And then right here, this is my larger spruce tree, gives 9,000. Here's my spruce tree size before my large one. That's 3,500. Now, I'm pretty sure these oak trees are nowhere near full maturity. At least I don't think they are. So we'll keep letting them go. I think I got to wait a year or something. Let's just let them go, see how big they get. I have no idea. Looks like the rain finally made it in. I don't know if that's going to stop my workers or if they're just going to keep going, but I don't think they're going to struggle enough on the fields quite yet. With it only raining 1 hour, I think they should be fine. I don't think the ground on the field is going to get too bad where it's going to start tearing anything up or where they're going to get stuck in the mud. But I'll keep a closer eye on that and I'll check them out here in a little bit. Here's an aerial view of where I want to put all my animals at. And yes, there's a bunch of trees there, but on the backside there, there's not. I could probably go ahead and put animal pens in there. But I kind of want to utilize this whole entire area. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and remove the smaller trees. I'm going to try to leave the bigger trees because I'm realizing I'm not liking removing all the bigger trees. I want to leave some trees around here. I don't want to just be completely open fields everywhere. So I'd like to still leave some of the tree stuff, and that brings me to another point. If I go through and make another field, that thing stopped right there, I'll see why in a second. But if I go through and make another field like over here, I'm going to leave all these trees and just go around them. The trees I won't leave is the small ones in between the big clusters of trees. But that's what I'm going to work on right now, removing the small ones and seeing if I got enough room to put in all the animal pens I want to put in, plus some of the modded ones I have. So let's get down and see why that planter stopped. I wonder what it's out of. That was fast. Well, this is weird. It says blocked by an object. Is it because of the rain, maybe? It might be. It might be. Let's go ahead and check this out right here. This is showing it's gently raining. Don't know if y'all can hear. Not sure how loud I have the background or game audio up in the editing and everything, but there's some squishy sounds as I walk across this. Now, this is obviously the mud, but the field over there with the mowing, it's not mud, I don't think. Well, I mean, it's still got that squishy sound to it, and maybe I could still get stuck in it. Yeah, I should probably stop this. You know what? Let's just go ahead and stop this. Stop! Stop! Come back here! I'm really just afraid it's going to end up putting some tire tracks into it and end up getting rid of the seed that's in the ground. I don't know if that would happen, but it sounds logical, right? Either way, let me get these fields dried out, get to a time where these workers can get back to work. It's 10:22 in the morning. It's now saying the ground is perfectly dry, so we are good to go ahead and start this back up. It probably could have kept running, but like I said, I was just a little cautious of what it could possibly do. So we'll put this back on nearest. I probably could have done last and would have worked fine. Either way, it's going to go round and round and round. Let's go ahead and tab over to this one and see if it will actually go now, because it was previously blocked by an object. Yeah, it appears to go just fine. So I guess the issue was the rain was blocking it. Now I know that. There seems to be a little problem here I forgot all about. I don't own this land. Let's go ahead and buy some of this land. We'll buy 24, 13, and 14. Got plenty of money for that. 85,000 there, 85,000 there, and another 85,000 right there. Oh, hey, tree's already gone. That's fast. I think I'm done over here for now. There are a few little ones here and there kind of in the rock formation. I can remove that rock formation because it's not actual stone sticking out of the ground. It's just texture paint. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I got tons of room on the other side, like I noticed whenever I flew up there and showed y'all the aerial view. Didn't realize that earlier. I'm going to try to leave that large cluster of trees there and see if that's enough room or not. Now, I don't have to, but I think I kind of need to. We're going to take these wood chips into town, put in the distributing silo over there. I could get one back over here, and that is my plan eventually. That way I don't have to make all these trips into town to get my crops or products into a production. But I'll get there eventually. I think the cost for the large one I want right now is probably all of my money. Either way, it's up there close to 500,000. I can't remember exactly what it is. Now, I did mention before, we are running out of wood chips. All great things must come to an end. And with only 54,000 liters here, that's going to run out pretty fast too. So I got to pay attention to my money a little closer now. I'm not going to be making all this money every single month anymore once this runs out. Looks like the storage silo over here has about 43,000 liters of wood chips already in it. So not bad, not bad. It's going to keep running a little bit longer than I thought it would. I just realized something else. I don't have to be backing up over here and doing this every single month now. So if you don't know what I'm doing here, I'm actually backing up to refill this greenhouse with liquid fertilizer. That greenhouse right there is a huge money maker. I'll probably never use it again because it's way too much. But it makes a lot of money, and I keep having to come back over here and put in liquid fertilizer. Now, what I'm saying, I don't have to do that anymore. I can put liquid fertilizer into this distributing silo over here, but first let me go ahead and fill this up some, and then we'll get this into that distributing silo, and then I'll get everything set up. There we go. We got 56,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, and it ended up costing right around $50,000. That stuff just seems really cheap. I do know I have been trying to go to liquid fertilizer instead of solid fertilizer for my fields, because I have noticed over the time of playing this game, the solid fertilizer just seems to cost so much more and use more. Now, this is going to be easier for me to forget with this being set up like this, but I'm sure I won't forget once I see the money stop coming in. Well, I'll forget, and then I'll see the money stop coming in, and then I'll remember to put some more in there. Either way, there's 56,000 liters of liquid fertilizer in that distributing silo now. It's set on distributing. It should automatically come over to the areas that need it, which I believe the only thing that needs it right now is that coffee greenhouse. Coffee bean raw greenhouse. They use liquid fertilizer, and oh my gosh, running out of water. Oh, hey, speaking of that, I can put water in that silo thing too. Holds 400,000 liters and it distribute over. A lot more than holding 150,000 liters right there and having to fill that up manually each month or every couple of months. Looks like this worker is all done over here on our field number 2. I guess field number 2. It's the second field we put in. I'm going to go ahead and go through and touch up all the spots I got missed. Might as well get a good yield, best yield we possibly can. And then after that, we got to roll the field, but I don't have that correct roller. You know what I just thought of? I usually don't go back through the harvester and touch up everything that gets missed with the harvester. Well, why am I doing that? It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to do the job, and it's going to be a lot faster. Let's go ahead and get this washed up, put away for the season, because I don't think I'm planting anything anytime soon. Hey, maybe I'll get into some potatoes or something. Root crops, carrots, something like that. Carrots seem pretty good. I haven't done much with carrots. I haven't done anything with carrots. Next up on that crop field is we got to roll it, but this is a mulch roller. I don't think it will do the job. You know what? Nah, let's not give it a try. I was thinking deep there, like, should I give it a try, but no, let's go ahead and change it up. First, I got to buy it most likely. Yep, it's telling me to return it, so let's go ahead and buy it, and then I'm going to change it to a field roller. Then I'll change it back to the mulch roller. You know what? Nope, I got to try it with the mulch roller. Let's see what happens. Please don't mess anything up. I feel like the mulching part's going to mess something up. Not sure yet. Quick inspection of the area before I start this up. We're at expected yield 98, yield potential 100. Needs rolling. Let's hit this area right here. And somebody's blocked. Oh, you better not be blocked by that rock. How did you run into that rock? I changed the course and everything. You gotta be kidding me. You didn't even make a loop around that thing? Sorry. I bring y'all back for this. It didn't make a loop over the thing. It made a bump over the thing. See that little bump right there? I think it might have destroyed my field or something because it's not giving me a potential or anything. Oh, wait. There it is right there. Wait, nope. Come on. Either way, it still says needs rolling. That's definitely not working. But that precision farming portion down there, it did take away that whole expected yield and yield potential. So it might have destroyed something there. It still says there's barley in it. Let's go ahead and get this folded back up. I'm going to get changed over to a field roller and then get a worker on this field. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the roller first so I can actually customize it. It's going to cost $138,229. It's ours now. And then I just come in here, change it to field roller, and it's not going to cost anything to change because field roller is the base model. The mulch roller is the upgraded model. There we go. The needs rolling state did go away. Expected to yield 123% in this area, and 125% is the yield potential. Don't know why it didn't go up, because I'm pretty sure I was 2% short last time. That's 99 and 100 right there. Either way, I'm getting tired of this precision farming. Looks like the mowing's all done on our large grass field over here, and our only grass field, I guess. I think it's time we upgrade the living conditions for those cows and get some more animals in. Why not? I mean, I could probably think of a few reasons why not, because it's probably going to eat all that $482,000 I got right there. Starting to think that's not enough money. Well, let's run over there, check out what all I'm going to build. I got a couple of modded ones. I haven't tested them out yet. What I mean by modded ones is that they will hold higher capacities of food. That way I don't have to go over there every single month or multiple times a month. Now, I did not change the animal capacities in them. Probably should have done that, but oh well. I'll leave the animal capacities alone, just change the amount of food it holds. So that's what I did, modding the XML file. Now, it's been a while since I've done that, so we'll see if I actually did it right, or if I can even remember how to do it. There's 3 animals I want to go ahead and get in here now. I may end up getting bees. That's not what I was talking about. I just saw bees there. I was like, oh, hey, bees. But anyways, cows, sheep, and chicken. That is what I'm going to put in right now. They're going to go right over here in this area, if there's enough room. Here is a cow barn that I did mod. It does hold 4 million liters of food, you can see right there, but it already came with the whole 500 cows. Now the 6,000 per month income, that seems really high. It should have been 250. I didn't change anything there, but what that is there's a windmill or something on top. There they are right there. Those windmills on top right there produce income, but 6,000 a month, that does not seem right. That seems like way too much. Oh well, let's go ahead and get this placed in somewhere, and I just realized I need to leave enough room to drive all the way through it. So let's put it You know what, let's put it facing this direction. I want them to have a nice view away from the road and everything. They can see the trees and everything. So we'll place this right there. That's going to do the job. I'll touch up the roads a little bit later. But that was quite a bit of money, $250,000 there. Let's see what sheep pen I have also. Here's the sheep one. This does hold 250 sheep, and I believe I got them modded correctly. I don't know. I really should have tested these. But either way, it takes grass or hay. Don't know which one's better. We have access to plenty of grass and hay. Let's go ahead and place it right here. I like the idea of kind of keeping it closer to the wooded area, getting it away from the road. Obviously, it's not a busy, crowded road, but it's just what I'm thinking. Not quite done with the cows and the sheep yet, and I still need to add the chicken coop. Well, let's go ahead and get this off the field here. This field is completely done. I need this tractor to pick up all that grass right over there. And I do see a different texture into the ground right here. Ooh, I am really worried about what I did there. We'll see if it even grows in or not. Oh, it says needs rolling. Come on, it already got rolled. That roller did come over the top of this, so that mulch roller definitely did mess something up. Dang it. Oh well, at least I didn't do the whole field with it, right? I'm running into a little bit of a problem of running out of fuel. So let's go ahead and get this gas pump put in right here. This will do the job, I believe. It's just right here. So basically the idea here is I wash my equipment, come over here, fill it up. Probably should fill it up first, maybe? I don't know. Have the water dripping in the fuel and everything and the diesel. Oh well. Let's go ahead and get this tractor topped off here. It's not quite empty all the way. It's not to that point where it's flashing red, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it done now before I put it on the field work, picking up that grass. There we go. Not sure if it costs more over here or less. I think it might cost less, but $949 for fuel right there. Is that less than back at the shop? I think I can see that. So when I say back at the shop, I mean the farm shop. The farm shop is currently charging... I don't know which one the farm shop is charging. Guess I could tag these places. I'm assuming this might be the farm shop. No, that would be the bulk buy that drops out at the top. What is the gas pump? Did I just pay more for gas than the gas station? Where's the gas pump? Don't see anything there. Oh my gosh, I think I just paid more. Where's the gas station at? It's back there. But that is a far drive, so I'm definitely not going to do that. Guess I'll just have to live with a little bit more expensive gas for a minor convenience there. You know what? Now that I'm looking at this, multi-fruit buying station is quite a bit lower also. So I could put in one of those silo type ones that I would just have to refill with diesel. And I would obviously get the diesel out of the multi-fruit buying station, take it over to the silo type diesel pump. And yeah, a few extra steps, but it'd be cheaper. And cheaper is not one thing I am exactly worried about right now. But let's go ahead and get this roller put away. Nope, don't know why I washed it. Just realized I got to edit it and change it over to a mulch roller for the grass field. Man, I'm an idiot. Now, last time I ended up picking up the grass off this field, and wow. That didn't go as good as I thought it would. I mean, I'm still on my tires because it went pretty good then. But anyways, last time I picked up the grass on this grass field here, I did it myself. Now, I'm not going to do that myself now. I'm going to go ahead and put a worker on this because I got tons of stuff I need to do. Here's the progress I currently got, but I'm still missing a chicken coop. And I did just start up that wagon back there in the background. You can see right there, it's going away. Hopefully it doesn't miss much or miss anything at all. I'd prefer not to miss anything. But that's a good thing about the grass sitting on the ground. I think no matter how many times you mow, the grass can just build up right there, and I'll always have it available to me eventually once I pick it up myself. Here's the chicken coop I want to use. I've had this mod for a while now. I did not edit this one. Hopefully it holds a lot of food. It obviously holds a ridiculous amount of chickens. 50,000 chickens? Yeah, that might be a little too much. But I'm going to give it a try anyways. I got this off of Mark Thor's Discord page. He edited this one, so I don't know exactly how much food it holds. Like I mentioned, never used it before. I'm going to place it right here. That way I can continue this loop around that I got going from the sheep pen. I did say I want to kind of keep these animals away from the road, but this is a completely enclosed chicken coop, so no free roaming or anything. So the free roaming portions I want next to the forest. I mean, it's not like happiness of these animals really matters on this game, but I guess it matters to me, right? Let's make it look right. Or let's make it look like these animals are happy. Here's a chicken coop right here. Might as well go ahead and show off the inside of it a little bit. And I mean, not much. I'm pretty sure 50,000 chickens can fit in here with no issue. Right? Maybe. Looks like I got the fill point over here. Got to open that up. And why is there grass in there? Oh, I guess I did take grass as an option. Hey, that's interesting. Didn't even think about that, but I got tons of grass. I guess I don't really need to be planting that barley. I don't think I'm going to harvest that field anytime soon, so I'm going to get one female baby chick. Let's see if we can grow this chicken coop all the way up to its full capacity of 50,000 chickens from one. I think that'd be pretty fun, pretty interesting. I'm not in any hurry to get a bunch of chickens in here because I'm still waiting on the food to grow, and I'm going to have to buy some food or just use some grass, possibly. Well, let's go ahead and put that in there right now for one of them for $2. That's kind of funny. Let's see here. Where's it at? Let's see if I can find it. Where are you at, little chickie chick? You in here? I hear you. Oh, there you are right there. You're going to be living your best life. Now with that one chick in there, I can actually see what kind of food it takes now. I'm really interested in that one. Looks like we got grain as an option. Interesting. Why is there grass? Oh, I thought it had a grass symbol on there, but I guess it doesn't. It's just all different types of grain. Oh, that's grass, ain't it? Grass or hay, one of the two. Either way, I gotta get some food in there. I'm gonna buy a big bag, I guess, or a pallet or something. Go ahead and get it delivered, and I'm not going to waste my time getting my tractor. I'm just going to put it over the top of it for right now with some super strength. Let's see here. Where is it at? We'll get wheat. We'll buy that. $1,400. That should be more than enough. There we go. It changed from grass to chicken feed, I guess. You know, now that I think about it, maybe grass would have worked in there. Maybe. Or maybe this was a sheep barn edit before. I have no idea. Either way, speaking of sheep, let's jump over here to the sheep and get some sheep. Here's the thing. I don't know which ones to go with. I can go with the lamb. That's the younger version, age 0 months. But then I can also just go ahead and go with the full grown one and start reproducing sooner and start getting some wool off of them. I don't know, maybe I get some wool off the lamb too. Not sure, but either way, I just don't know which brand of lamb to go with, or if I should even go with goats. Got goats right here. But either way, we're gonna go with this one right here. I like the nice white sheep. We're gonna go ahead and get 250 of them. I hope I have enough money for that. I have no idea how much money I have right now, but that's going to cost $48,611 to get all that over there. All the extras will be sold off. Let's see how much food this holds. I guess it won't tell me how much food it holds, but let's see how much food they require for a year. Yearly food, 870,000 liters. Oh, and they take grass only. That's pretty cool. I'll use the grass that's being picked up right now. And I'm pretty sure, don't know, but I'm pretty sure I added this pen to hold 1 million liters. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. So let's go run over here super fast, see where you're at on picking up this grass. Looks like you're almost done. That's good. That's good. Yep, almost done. So one of these grass harvests right here is almost a year's worth of food for those sheep. I like that. Looks like it took all that grass right there, 711,000 liters. Let's see how close it is to full capacity. And yeah, I'm thinking I did adjust that correctly to 1 million liters. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to remember to put some more in there before next year in September, right? I'll keep an eye on it, try to keep it full. Next up, let's see about moving those cows over here. And I believe I need to back out and get a mod for that. There is a herdsman mod. I think it works for cows. I think it just works for all the animals. Easy way of moving the animals. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm actually kind of scared to get the cows in here because they're just gonna reproduce. Next thing you know, I'm gonna have 500 cows. I'm not gonna have a field big enough to take care of them. This is gonna be a bad idea. Turns out I already had the mod, so here I come back in. I really need to start looking for this stuff before I back out because this takes a minute to load in. To be honest with you, I probably would have been looking everywhere for it because I had no idea it would be in here. But yep, right there. Herdsman stick, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. Better than nothing. Let's go ahead and buy that. Where is it going to go to? I don't know. Assuming I need it next. You know what? It's probably going to be in my hand now that I think about it. They ain't just going to dump it on the ground, are they? I'll go ahead and buy this for $100. And wow, they really did just dump it on the ground. Wait, where did it go? There it is. How do I use this? Come on, figure it out. Figure it out. Maybe it says in there. This tool allows you to quickly and easily move or sort animals between pastures in large quantities without using animal trailers. No other descriptions on it. Let's see here. Where's the animal trigger? Maybe I got to be on the animal trigger, and I just dropped that again somewhere. Oh, there's animal trigger right there. Let's head over here. Check out this animal trigger. Oops, just threw that. I swear I am a professional. No, I'm not. Do I just... Oh, hey, there we go. Herdsman stick. I don't know if I have to hold it or not. Guess I can't really transport anything here. I guess I got to be in the actual pen. Let's take a nice long run over there because I got to carry this. Really wish it would have been like a chainsaw type thing where I could just scroll through it because this is a far run. You know, a change of plans. I think a herdsman stick would go great over here also. So let's go ahead and leave that right there. I'm sure I will forget about it. And we'll run over to the actual cow pasture, I guess. Yeah, cow pasture that I have already. And we'll get all those cows moved over to our new one. While running over there, just realized I still have quite a bit of work to do to this grass field over here. Still got to lime it, fertilize it, and roll it. So let's go ahead and get that started up so I'm not losing any time or daylight there because it is getting pretty close to dark time. And I need to... I don't know, really start this earlier maybe, because I am trying to leave it on 5 times speed like I've mentioned before. Let's see here, what did I do with the lime thing? I'm just going to dump that right there for now because I'm in a hurry. I think I may have just messed up pretty bad. I went ahead and got me another herdsman stick, but my dumb self decided to go ahead and drop it right here in the grass somewhere. Where are you? Oh, I do see it on the map actually, in this direction. Come on, come on, come on, where is it? I see something on the map, a little white spot. Oh, there it is right there. Hey, found it. Oops. You've got to be kidding me. I just dropped it again. Well, don't think I'm going to have an issue with losing it again when I got rid of the meadow grass. Let's go ahead and try this out now. I guess that didn't work. How do I do this? Hey, there we go. Maybe herdsman stick. Oh my gosh, they moved to that stick and I got to move that stick all the way over there. That's no fun. Move to trailer. Do you want to move 50 animals to the trailer? Yes. Gosh, man. Was not expecting that one. I still got to take it all the way over there. Do I got like a truck or something? I don't have a truck, do I? First, I'm going to test out, can I use the other herdsman stick? Highly doubt it because it seems to be working like a trailer and I'm not going to test that out because I don't got anything near it. But let's go ahead and see about purchasing something. Hey, I can get a car. Not putting that stick in there though. Ooh, give me a nice TLX here. Not against that, not against that. I do like those TLXs. What do we got here? Kind of nice forever type trucks. Very versatile, does a lot around the farm. $12,000 also. 620 horsepower. Full extras. Yeah, I go all out here. Oh yeah, forgot crazy colors. Let's do that too. There we go. I think I'm liking this. Let's go ahead and buy this for $22,373, and then I gotta get some sort of attachment with it also. Now this is gonna look pretty fun once I actually combine them, but let's go ahead and get this right here. Crazy colors. I think I can throw that stick in the back there and keep it alive. $16,400. It's ours. Well, here's what it looks like. This is my new truck. Like I said, colors all over the place, and I thought I got dualies on the back. That's why I got the wider back half. Yeah, turns out I did not. Oh well. Let's go ahead and throw this stick in the back of the truck, strap it down because I don't want to lose it. Probably gonna lose it. All 50 cows all gone. Can I strap that down somehow? There we go. Please don't go anywhere. Please don't fly out the back. Keeping a close eye on you. I really don't want to go too fast, but you know what? I'm speeding. I'm gonna hit a bump and you're gonna fly right out the top, aren't you? I hate this herdsman stick. Looks like it ended up underneath the toolbox right there, so let's see if that grabs it. No, wait, where did it go? Where? Oh, there it is right there. Guess that does grab it. Works out great. Well, come on. You know what? Can I open up that tailgate? I can't. There we go. Let's go get us some cows. All 50 cows are inside this stick right here. Oh my gosh, did I just throw it somewhere? Where did it go? Where did that stupid thing go? Oh, there it is. Open the gate. There we go. I absolutely hate this thing. 50 cows. Move to husbandry thingy. Husbandry. There we go. Husbandry. Yes. There we go. Look at that, man. I absolutely love this thing. Never doubted it for a second. 50 cows over here now, and they should be close to producing offsprings. They're 94% puberty. Hey, amazing. So we're going to start feeding them TMR. Let's see if any of that TMR is actually ready now. Looks like we have 1.3 million liters of TMR. Let's go ahead and get all of that loaded up in here. And I just realized I need straw. I guess the cows don't exactly need the straw. I believe I need the straw if I want to get manure. I can wait on that. Now, this pickup truck does pull this trailer. Pretty cool. I like that. I mean, the back tire does not touch the ground. Oh well. I just realized something. I apologize. I've been reading that Titan trailer thing completely wrong this whole time. I keep saying it's 5 million liters. It's 500,000 liters. My bad. 5 million sound too good to be true. My bad, my bad. I'm sure somebody's called me out on that eventually by now. Oopsie. Got 500,000 liters of TMR in there. Let's see if this truck can actually pull it over there with no issue. I do have a tractor right there, but tractor goes slow. Plus, this seems like a lot more fun and a lot more can go wrong with this, so why not do this? Unfortunately, nothing went wrong pulling this over here. I mean, no, good thing. Good. It's good nothing went wrong pulling this thing over here. That's what I meant. Say, right? We'll go ahead and dump off this TMR here. I'm going to have a few trips to actually get this filled up or get all the TMR over there. To get this filled up, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm pretty sure I edited this to hold like 4 million liters or something like that. Yeah, we'll get a better look at it once this dumps in there all the way. Closer look into the cow barn. 500,000 liters of food is in there now. Looks like their health started to drop some. I guess that kind of goes with how fast I got it going. Speaking of that, okay, hey, we're good. I forgot I put food in there with the chickens. But anyways, 500,000 liters in there. Still quite a bit of ways to go. Probably should put some straw in there so we'll produce some other stuff, I think. I don't know. Not sure how exactly that works. Don't got the straw. Should have the straw after harvesting the barley. I think barley does leave a swath dropping. I may wait till then or I may buy some. Great news. These animals, well, these cows got a huge upgrade from horrible living conditions to probably top of the notch 5-star hotel living conditions. We got some sheep with good living conditions and one chicken with outstanding living conditions. She has so much room to herself. Couldn't ask for anything better. Alignment's all done on this grass field over here. Now we got to go ahead and add some fertilizer to it and roll it. I'd love to get it into some slurry or some manure. I can't exactly think right now, but I'd like to get into them. Maybe one day we will once those cows actually start producing that stuff, but they're not quite there yet. Let's go ahead and top this off, get it washed, put away. I do need to turn that speed back up, have it on 0 because I was looking around. We'll put it back on 5. It's gonna be cutting it close. It's getting pretty late right now. So might go into the dark, might not, don't know. Either way, I should probably just like not wash this stuff and just get it back out there on the field and get to work because it's getting close. I may have to look into getting more workers on these fields to speed up these processes. That way I could still go at 5 times speed or get an earlier start. I don't know. I'll figure it out as time goes along. Now, there was a request out there for me to use a certain harvester. It was some Kloss Lexin or Lex, I have no idea what, Lexion. I honestly have no idea. Lexin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I got a mod download for it. I'll try to remember to use it, but it's going to be a while before I get there. So hopefully I remember to use it. These comments with these tips, tricks, and suggestions, they come in all the time, and I really do appreciate them. Now, I try to write them down whenever I can. Sometimes I may miss some. So just keep hounding me if you don't see me bring it in. And also, it may take a while for me to bring something in because these videos are recorded so far ahead in time, or I'm just missing it, or I forget to write it down, or I just forget about it in general. Just so many different factors I can factor into it. I'll get on here probably one day a week, knock out a bunch of recordings and stuff like that. So it may take a while for some of the stuff to get implemented. Just leave it in the comments. Let me know if there's really anything you absolutely want to see. I like that idea. Throw that Kloss in there. I'll give it a try. I never used it before. Harvester. I'd really like to go with something super unreal, but I don't mind taking it back to the basics a little bit. There's 88% left inside this fertilizer sprayer. Should be plenty. We're going to go ahead and get it out here, get it going. I should have just got the other tractor going with it because we need to roll this. I think we'll have plenty of time. Like I said, cutting it close, but I think we're there though. Well, not at 7 miles an hour. We're not going to be there. Let me increase the speed on this tractor. I mean, 25, 26. Well, hold on. How fast it's going? It's going up too fast for me to even count. I mean, 36, 37. I saw 37 on there. 37 miles an hour. That's a lot better than that 7 miles an hour. So this should be done pretty quick. You know, I figured something out. Turns out I really didn't need that herdsman stick. Apparently, I already have a mod where I can just come in here and switch them anytime I want, I believe. Wait, where is it? There it is. Nope. What is that? That ain't it. What button is it? It's M. Move animals. So I can just move animals freely to any of my pens. Right now, all I have available is an open range cattle one, which we need to get rid of. So let's go ahead and get rid of that and clean that area up over there. That's what we're going to focus on while that worker's going. We do have a couple of those global goods transport pallets over there at our old cow pasture. So let's go ahead and go grab those. I wish there was a way to empty out the water in the food out of there, but there's not. At least I don't know of a way. If y'all know of a way, let me know down in the comments. See, I don't know everything. But either way, we're going to get those transport pallets, get them over to our new pens, maybe. Or maybe just bring them back to the silo because I'd like to start making TMR moving forward. They should just have hay in them right now, which could be used for my sheep. So we'll see what we're going to do with them. Got all 3 of these loaded up. I believe one of them's empty, but oh well, we'll take it with us. Total of 375,000 liters of hay. Now that silo in the background there does have 100,000 liters of hay. We'll get a different trailer to grab it. Looks like they are hanging off the edge here pretty good. Hopefully this thing doesn't flip over, or hopefully it does. If it does flip over, hopefully I got the camera on. Looks like fertilizer spraying is all done over there. It's folding up right now, but let's go ahead and jump over there because we need to keep that worker moving. Next step is rolling the field, and I believe that's the last step for the month as far as field work goes. I believe this roller was set up on a field roller. We'll go ahead and change that over to mulch roll and customize for $0 because we've already had it as a mulch roller once before. I hope this works. I think I could just drive right up over here and this hay is going to start emptying out into the sheep pasture pen. Maybe, maybe not. Not looking like it is. I might have to detach some of these and lift them up. I believe it holds more. I think it holds 1 million liters. We're only at 700,000 right now. I mean, that seems to work right there, right? Works out perfect. Also, we got one little bundle of wool in. I don't know what I would consider that. You know, that'd be pretty cool if they gave you the option to actually set up a shaving day, I guess, instead of it just all coming in over time. That would be a cool mod. If it is one, let me know. But usually you'd call out some shavers or you'd all do it all at once, not just every single day you're shaving a sheep. It's generally all done at once. I mean, I guess it depends on how large your operation is also, but 250 of these, that seems like a smaller operation. You'll just come out and over a weekend have them all shaved. Well, we're over here looking at this Titan trailer, and there was a mistake with it. I did say it was only holding like 500,000 liters. I can't remember. I got 2 series going on where I'm trying this out. There's 2 unrealistic options here. There's unrealistic 2, which holds 5 million liters, and then there's this unrealistic with no number beside it that holds 500,000 liters. So let's put it on unrealistic 2, and I'm assuming we definitely didn't have it because it's charged me $5,000, but I'll definitely take that because this is only going to be one more trip. We'll take this back into town, pick up all the TMR we have left over there. Not sure how much it is. And then I'm also going to consider possibly moving that building over here. Now, I did say before that I want to leave all my productions in kind of a town area, but I mean, that's just such a far drive. It seems like it'd be better if I bring that over here closer to the animals, especially since it's used quite a bit, and I got my grass field here here also. Now there's a few ways I can automate it. I can set up a distributing silo over here. I could distribute the stuff over there, make the stuff, distribute the stuff back over here. So there's a way I could do that, but why not just go ahead and put the building over here next to my animals and next to my grass field? I think that would be better. Now, as far as businesses go, like shops, sell points, other productions like making flour, yes, those will stay in there. And now that I say this out loud, what's the difference between a production of making flour and the difference between making TMR? Maybe I should keep it in town. You know, I think I will. There's here 855,000 liters of TMR. Now, this is going to probably take a while to fill up, but we'll let it go. So now when I'm thinking a little more about this whole town thing, this silo right here, just this fermenting silo type thing, could be kind of set up in like a farm area with other type of productions, I think. Could even put it over there by this farm shop and consider it part of the farm shop. Our sheep are now at full capacity on their food at 1 million liters of hay. We got 77,000 left here. We're going to go ahead and take it into town, do that production I was just at, and empty the rest of the hay in there. It can be used to turn into TMR. If I'm going to decide to go ahead and continue all these long drives into the town, I'm going to go ahead and set up an auto drive course heading back and forth between the farm and the town, and probably put it in a few other areas also to help multitask and speed up the process. Now, I've mentioned a few times in the comments and stuff like that, or on these videos, that I do work a bunch, so I need to find these little tricks to speed up the process, and something like this will help out quite a bit. I can have a driver coming into town while I'm working on something else. Not sure exactly if this is going to work, but let's go ahead and just pull right over the top of this, and hey, there it goes. It is emptying out right into there. We'll go ahead and take this pickup truck and head back over to the animals, dump off all our TMR. Starting to get a little dark. The worker over here did turn on the lights, so we're going to finish this up, and I'll see y'all whenever it's bright and early in the morning again. This is all I got left to this field, I think. Hold on, let me double check that. Looks like the growth stage is now growing, so stage 1 of 3 instead of harvested. And we do have a expected yield of 89% and a yield potential of 89%. pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect, exactly what I want to see. I really don't like doing much recording as far as content creator at nighttime because it's a little harder to see, I would think, and I don't like watching it personally at nighttime, not that much. So that's why I don't do much recording at night. So I'll see y'all whenever the sun comes back up. Now, a little after 5 in the morning, definitely dark outside. You might be able to see through the window there, straight up dark. Now, I did say I don't like to do much in the dark, but I do come in back at 5 in the morning so I can go through and see what all I can sell off. We are now up to almost $300,000, which is absolutely amazing. And it looks like the cucumbers are at best sell time right now. Let's go ahead and switch those over to selling and check out all our other productions from here too. Looks like our filled products factory, the one that makes the silage and the TMR, it doesn't have enough material, so we'll go ahead and turn that off, disable that for right now. Wait a second. Do those sheep take hay or grass? What did I just feed them? Oh, they take grass. I just gave them hay just a second ago. Or wait, was I giving them grass? No, I gave them hay. I gave them hay. Huh, interesting. I actually took it. It says sheep eat grass and hay. So I guess either way, the grass and hay are both 100% effectiveness. That's pretty cool, I think. TMR, we're doing good on cow TMR. We're doing good on the cow feed, 1.3 million liters. Getting some slurry in there. That's good because we're going to use that to fertilize eventually. And then our chickens over here, or let's say chicken. This is going to start with 1 chicken, going to eventually grow to 50,000. I think that's absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see that happen. But this little chick is doing good. Turns out selling those cucumbers off was really the only thing I had to do in this month. I think next month we're going to go ahead and mow the grass field, even though it's not completely growing, but it is the last month that it can grow. So why not get one last harvest out of it before winter? At least that's my idea behind it. Let me know what y'all think about that. Here's the grass field. I believe November is the last month grass will grow, and the last month grass can be harvested, and then it sits throughout the winter. So next month it will be at growth stage 3 of 3. Not completely done, but it's still harvestable because right now it's even saying ready to harvest. It will just not give me as much. We'll double check in here, and yes, looks like grass is, well, next month is the last planting season. Maybe I could harvest it in December? Well, I mean, obviously it says I can harvest it all year long. That ain't sound like a bad idea. Maybe December will be completely done with the growth stage. I'm not sure. I guess we can find out together. Oh my gosh. No. Well, turns out this definitely did mess up over here. Oh no. We're now here, November, 6 a.m., dark outside. Time to check on my daily stuff here, check on my animals. I can do all that stuff from my computer, which is amazing. Maybe a little cheaty, I guess, but oh well. Animals are still good. That's really why I wanted to increase the food capacity so I didn't have to go over there twice a month, sometimes 3 times a month, just to feed them. Now the question is, what do I do with that grass field? Do I harvest it now or wait till next month? I think I'm going to wait till next month. Let's see what happens there. Also, one quick look into the productions. Looks like we are out of wood chips. And I did mention this before, we're coming up on running out of wood chips. That is our huge money maker right there. So now I got a plan for not making that much money moving forward, at least until I get some more wood chips. Looks like there's really nothing at best sell time according to the max month, but over here liquid fertilizer is up there because I can tell by how green it is. The brighter the green gets, the best the sell price is. So right now we'll be able to tell value 63,504, max value is 62,000. We're over that. Could sell it now, but definitely ain't doing that. That liquid fertilizer is something I bought, something I'm using. It'll also make me some good money from the coffee bean raw. Now here's the thing I'm not sure of. Will this grass grow into the next stage, or will it just get shorter? I could have sworn during the winter months it actually got shorter. We'll see. Right now it's saying growth stage 3 of 3. Let's see what it says next month. Somehow we're all the way up to $820,000. That is crazy. Let's go through, check anything that needs to be done in December. Firewood bulk, good sell like that. Now, I don't know why it says I have so much. Maybe that's what I got sitting in the spawn points. I should probably work on that. Flurry is also up there, but we're going to keep that and utilize it. And turns out we still got plenty of firewood. Out here now in the grass field, looks like it did not grow any. It's still at that 3 of 3. Still ready to harvest though. Let's go ahead and get this harvest. That way we can have some more food. Well, it's not our food. Food for the animals. Speaking of the animals, I need to check on them. Looks like the wool is starting to get fuller. I don't think it's full all the way. Looks like it might be able to do another row right here. So we're going to hold off on it for right now. And I'm also just going to go ahead and hold off on that harvest of the grass. So I'm going to wait for it to go up that next stage, which would probably be in March. And we'll keep an eye on it each month. It looks like the winter month is right here, and we just got to survive the winter. Also, turns out these trees are ready to harvest. I think someone told me they'd be at like 12 meters when they're ready to harvest, but they're up to 17 meters now. Maybe I waited a little too long. Either way, the bigger they are, the more I'm going to get out of them. So that was pretty fast. I'm pretty sure less than a year, they got all the way up there. So less than a year, I get 7,200 liters out of them. Medium spruce tree, I get 3,500 liters. Where's the large spruce tree? I got a large one somewhere in here, right? Yep, large spruce tree, 9,000. But the large spruce tree also takes, I believe, 2 years to grow. Now, I do have the tree growth mod thing. I believe I do. I haven't made any changes to it, I don't think. Pretty sure I didn't. But I don't need the trees. I guess I could get the wood chips out of them. We got 243,000 liters of wood. No wood chips, so maybe we'll take some wood chips. That ain't a bad idea, but I don't want to work on that until I got workers doing something else. So we'll hold off on that for right now. We are now in January, still trying to survive these winter months. I think we're doing great. Now this wool, it does do the 3-row thing that I mentioned. I thought it would do, and it looks like it does. I do have some automatic distributors for animal products. So let's look at getting that in, but the thing is we need a spot for it to go to. Now this is obviously not ideal, but I can automatically distribute them over to this one right here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that instead of buying a whole nother building and building a whole nother building complex. Trying to save the money a little bit, even though we got a little over $1 million there. Harvest time's coming up. That stuff's expensive. I'd like to go ahead and buy it and get rid of some of my leases. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and have that wool automatically distribute over here. Let me place in the thing that gets it distributing. So it is this wool distributor. It's part of the silo storage and distribution pack, which is that building I was showing you, I believe. So we'll go ahead and place that right there, and ooh, what do they do? Let's smooth that out. Much better. I do believe I got to come in here and pick them up to actually get them to start working. There it goes. It will only take what's inside that box. There's a box there. Here's the other edge right here. So as this stuff spawns in, I believe the very first pallet that spawns in is right here. So it should hit the spot, but these ones I need to move over into this distributor, and they'll start distributing over to that silo I showed you all earlier. Looks like that silo over there now has 15,000 liters of wood, and we also have a cleared spot for more wool to spawn in. Now, a huge part of me wants to actually move these pallets manually. I want to actually put them in some sort of storage, transport them manually, and all that stuff, but I just don't have the time to. This is such a huge goal, going from 0 to $100 million. Yeah. Really huge goal. So we're gonna automate as much as possible and keep it moving along. Well, that's kind of crazy. It looks like we got a huge sold animals thing there for almost $28,000. Let's take a look at that in the finances. We're now in February, by the way. Kind of interested to see, have we been selling animals this whole time? No, we've been selling off products. The sold products is my automatic sell stuff, for a majority of it at least. Looks like a consistent $200,000 each month. That's probably mainly from the coffee beans. And looks like this is our first month where we sold animals. Now those sold animals should be the sheep, because I don't think anything else is near full capacity. Month since last birth, 0. So yes, it was the sheep. Now this cow pen over here does hold a lot more cows. So once they start having babies, we'll be having more cows to feed. Chicken, still doing good. 1 chick. Keep it up. You'll get there one day. We are now finally in the month of March. We survived winter. That is great. Surviving winter, that's hard sometimes. Looks like we had enough product to keep us afloat. Didn't really have to worry about doing anything. And our money just kept going up and up. We're at $1.5 million. But this grass field is not to its last stage yet. I believe that last stage is going to be next month. So let's go ahead and sleep another month, and then we'll get this grass harvest going. I got me a truck, a trailer, and a chainsaw.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
In $0. Can we go from 0 to 100 million? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back in. This is episode 26 on our journey from $0 to $100 million. Now, it's going to be a very, very busy month. Recently, we just survived the winter months, which is pretty nice to be able to do that, have enough supplies to keep us fully stocked and going, able to just sleep through the months. That's pretty nice. And we also got a large field here to go ahead and mow up. I don't know why I don't have any fuel in this thing. Hopefully that's enough to keep us running. It's going to be close. Let's go and get this field mowed. This worker is off and going now, and I'm starting to think we might have way too much grass, way too much animal feed. I don't know. There's a lot. Maybe I made this field way too big, or maybe I'm just planning for the future really well. I don't think it's that one, because this is a lot of grass. Well, let's get a harvester. With there being a worker on the field mowing, we got quite a bit of other work to do. Let's go ahead and unload these global goods transport pallets. You know what? I like them right there. Let's just go ahead and detach this trailer, because I'm going to utilize this tractor and this trailer right here to go ahead and empty out a silo I have. It's an old silo. We'll get it demolished, but first let's get it emptied. This is the silo I'm talking about. Now, if you don't know, here's a better picture of it. This silo, I was testing something out, trying to increase food capacity over here. Didn't quite work out, but we have 103,000 liters of hay here. We're going to go ahead and get that out, run it over to our production. I guess I could run it to the sheep. Not gonna do that though. And let's go ahead and delete off some stuff that's over here while that's running. Gonna get rid of this water tank finally, this other water tank also, and this open range cattle. Looks like I got a little bit of a harvest income there. Not sure exactly how much. I mean, we're almost up to $1.7 million. That is quite a bit. We will also go ahead and get rid of that silo for almost $5,000. And looks like there's a little bit of grass not here, metal grass. Y'all can remember why I did that. I lost a herdsman stick in there, so had to get rid of that. But we'll worry about that later. I'm gonna go ahead and have this worker go through and pick up the grass. Now, there is a course set up specifically for picking up grass, but that's after the mower's done. The mower's not done yet, so I'm gonna set it up on the same mowing course and just follow that mower around. That way, whenever the mower finishes, this finishes, and I can go ahead and move on to the next step, which is some liming, some fertilizing, and some rolling. We'll get there eventually. Now, you may have heard that ding there, and that is a worker heading into town. Like I mentioned, I was setting up auto drive courses to help save on some time. I had a worker going over there while I was setting this up. Let's jump over to that worker and get that hay into the production. Now that we're all done with this tractor and trailer, I'm going to go ahead and take this trailer back to the farm, take this tractor over to the forested area, start getting some wood chips. We still have quite a bit of pallets here to sell off with this firewood. I'm going to go ahead and work on this because right now I have a worker driving back to the farm, and then eventually I'm going to set up a course that goes to that logging area. But once my tractor gets over to that logging area, I'll take that over and get some wood chips. There we go. Whoa, that's a lot of money, I think. $1,977 plus a 143 environmental score reward. Why is that so high? I don't remember breaking $1,000 at all. December's best sell time. Maybe it's just a really larger price than before I was selling off last time. Let's double check something real quick, make sure I'm not on easy economy. Nope, I'm not. I'm still on hard economy. Huh, that's interesting. I guess I was selling them off at like a horrible time last time around. Learned something new there. Looks like these trees are up to 17.1 meters, telling me there's a volume of 7,224 liters in there. Now, I don't know if that's wood chip volume or wood volume. I think it's wood volume. I'm not too sure, but let's go ahead and get that dumped into there. Oh my gosh, 21,536 liters of wood chips right there. That is crazy. Let's go ahead and keep going around all these trees. I got 20 of them, and we're going to get that done, and we're going to get it into storage, and we're going to get that pellets production back up and running, because I sure did miss that income on that thing. While I'm over here with this thing, I'm going to go ahead and take out these smaller trees I've been kind of bobbing and weaving through and not cutting down. I've been waiting until I got this tree devourer over here, because this is, I think, one of the first times I got this tree devourer over here since I built that production, maybe. And whenever I say production, I mean the one that holds the logs and transports the logs automatically for me. Looks like something needs refueled. Let's go ahead and jump on this real quick, and man, it's not going to keep going, is it? I guess not. So it's going to be a little bit of an issue because that tractor right there in front, it's going to try to keep going and going. So let's go ahead and stop that tractor too before it overlaps. Let's see here, we'll stop you right there, and we'll put you on nearest waypoint. Turns out this thing didn't have enough fuel in it. Really thought it did. Well, I'm sure this ain't good. We got two things blocked by an object. Did they run into each other? Yes, they did. They definitely did. Oh man, let's go ahead and turn this one off right here. Come on, get out of the way. Got all these trees over here devoured. That was the actual oak trees and a few small ones mixed in there that were spruce trees that I was trying to get rid of. 437,725 liters of wood chips is now inside this trailer. That's only 8% of this trailer. I'd like to see it full, maybe one day. I highly doubt it. Let's go ahead and get all these into town, get our production fired back up, and start making some crazy amounts of money. Even though we're at $1.7 million, we're still going to need that money. I was wanting to get this production up and going before I started doing all kinds of different builds and new productions throughout the town. That way I could have some sort of income coming in constantly, and good income. If I remember correctly, I believe this building over here only holds 400,000 liters. That's going to be a little bit of an issue because we have more than 400,000 liters. Let's see what's left over, or if there is even any left over. Yep, looks like there's 37,000 liters left over. I guess I'll take that directly to the source, which is this building right here. This building right here is going to make a lot of money from those wood chips, a whole lot. But for right now, let's go ahead and dump this in there, get it activated again, and just watch that money go up, up, and up. Now there is 22,000 liters left in here. I'm going to leave this here for a little bit, maybe. I don't think I need to take this back to the farm quite yet, and none of this stuff. So we'll leave it here for a minute. Eventually some of this will empty out, and I'll be able to dump it all out. Looks like the motor's finally done over here. Let's get it washed and put away, and then of course the work right behind it's going to be finishing up too. The next step is liming. Looks like this grass harvesting ended up with a little over 710,000 liters of grass. Now I'm going to take it over to the sheep first, dump all the grass in there, and then what's left over from there, we'll go over to the production to make hay and silage. Probably just silage because I think we got plenty of hay sitting over there. I'll figure that out whenever I get there. I think it's time we get a John Deere back on the farm that we can actually use all the time. So this one right here has 445 horsepower. Should do all kinds of work around the farm, all the work we needed to do. Doesn't look like I could get any front loader attachment on it right now, but the reason I'm getting this, I'll explain in a minute, but let's buy it for $350,800. One reason I'm getting it is because I got the money to blow. No, I really don't. The reason I wanted it is because both my tractors kind of busy right now. One's just sitting over in town, really doing nothing. I guess I could bring it back and utilize it, but be kind of a waste. And my other tractor is busy hauling around grass. So let's go ahead and get a new one, and of course make a John Deere. And we're going to go ahead and grab this lime spreader right here and get that grass field taken care of with some lime. The trick here to multitasking here and getting this farming done fast is just always keep a worker going. Now that is if you want to do it that way. Obviously everybody plays differently. Somebody might want to just do all the work themselves, but I'm trying to get through this pretty fast and get a lot of work done as fast as possible. Man, looking at this tractor here, those tires are so wide. I don't know how I feel about that. Definitely ain't driving on no field with crop. Our sheep are down to 523,000 liters of grass. Let's go ahead and top them off all the way up to that 1 million. I think we'll be fine doing that for now because we still have 1.1 million liters of TMR in here, and the more grass I put in the sheep pen, the less TMR I'm going to make. But for right now, I don't need that much TMR because right now with 50 cows, it's only requiring a little under 400,000 liters per year. Oh man, look at all that slurry. I forgot all about that. I'm going to have to use that slurry to fertilize the fields. Now, I don't have to, but I would like to utilize it for maybe fertilizing the field. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I might just use it for something else. I did hear slurry is a great product to sell into a BGA and make money from electric and other BGA type things. So I may look into that because all my slurry spreaders are not going to do that good compared to the liquid fertilizer spreader that I currently have. We ended up with 234,000 liters left of grass. Let's go ahead and get that in here and we'll compare it to how much hay we have and see what we want to do with it. Now, when I say compare it to the hay, this is what I mean. 234,000 liters of grass, 385,000 liters of hay. To make TMR in this production, all it requires is hay and silage. To make hay and silage, I need grass. So it's safe to say I can make nothing but silage right now, and then of course I could turn into TMR. Let's go ahead and activate those two things. Turns out being able to lift 2 of these pallets was never ever going to happen. I didn't think it would, but I'm really just trying to crap that bottom one out. Guess I should have started with the top. Here's the thing. Now I can go ahead and start this up, but there's a very good chance it will run into that other tractor on the field. So we're going to hold off until that other tractor's done. Then we're going to start up the fertilizing. In the meantime, I think I got some other work to do. Now that we're getting closer to having to build up some more in the city, town area, I'm going to go ahead and purchase some land around the city, town area. So right here's the farm shop that comes with the map. Let's go ahead and buy 56. I'm going to start clearing out those trees with the tractor and tree devourer that I have over here. That's $85,000. And you know what? While we're at it, let's get 45, 46, and 57. You know what? 47. I got some huge plans here for a nice city or town. I keep saying city. It's definitely going to be a town. Lime work's all done over here. Let's go ahead and get this refilled, washed, and put away. Now the tractor, I will go ahead and hook up to the roller because that's the next step. Fertilizer is off and going, as y'all can obviously tell right there. Starting to get this down a little bit faster, and I'm really enjoying that because I was cutting it close one episode and it ended up getting dark, so I don't like that at all. But we got the roller going off there on the field, and that is the last stage to that grass field. Let's continue working on some wood chips that I'm doing in the town area, trying to clear out some spots. And you know what? Let's get this stuff put up first. Been pretty busy over here cutting down some of these trees with this tree devourer. Now all this area over here is destroyed. I did say I don't want to destroy the large clusters anymore, but I've already went through and cut those trees down at the beginning of this series. Also, there's a little area over there, and I did stop removing the small ones and a lot of the trees over there next to the shop. I'd like to kind of leave them still. Just brainstorming a few ideas of what I can build over here for the whole city and town. That is definitely coming up pretty soon. Right now, this grass field is completely done. All we gotta do is wait a couple more months to harvest it again. Our barley field over here is at growth stage 5 and 6, so it's coming up on a harvest pretty soon too. That's probably going to be the next thing we're going to harvest. I'm pretty excited to harvest that barley field over there though. That thing is huge looking, and I don't know, it's just I feel like I'm going to get a pretty good yield out of it, way more chicken feed than I'm going to need. But once I get that chicken coop up to actually 50,000 chickens, that's probably not going to be enough food. Now, I do not have any rules saying I should be self-sufficient. I could just go ahead and buy the feed, and I probably will end up having to buy a lot of feed. Main thing is I just want to make sure I have the money to do that. So I think it's time we start expanding the city some. So this is kind of what we're looking over right now. I am on 0 times speed because anytime I go into building and stuff like that, I like to be on that 0 times speed because I kind of lose track of time, and it could just take me all day, all month, whatever you want to consider it. And we got a little over $1 million. So let's go ahead and get that spent on something. Now, there's a lot of things I would love to build, a lot of things. You know what? Let me know what you suggest I should build down in the comments. I'll try to get those into the future episodes, but right now I kind of got my ideas on increasing the wood production. Well, increasing productions that require wood. I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but hey, that's the idea. So let's go ahead and get something like that built. First thing I want to do here is let's go ahead and upgrade the roadway. Now we're just going to go ahead and go straight to asphalt. That seems like the correct thing to do for a roadway of a town or city, or, well, you know what? I don't need to refer to it as city. Stop saying city. So one thing I've always hated about this map was the entranceway to the highways was through a parking lot. I never really liked that. I wish there was kind of like a highway built off to the side. And I've actually built a little highway thing off to the side before in the past on other playthroughs on this map. But we're not going to worry about that right here. We're just going to go ahead and do this right here. And all this stuff over here on the right now, we're going to go ahead and eventually get moved out of that area and mixed into a town area, I guess. Let's take a quick look at the productions I want to use just in case y'all want to follow along and try these out yourself also. We're going to go with the beekeeping mod. What that does is makes honey. Yeah, I mean, very simple, but it requires a few things. It requires barrels and pallets. So there are 2 other mods, I think, that go before this one. So we'll go ahead and start with the end product and then work our way backwards. So let's go ahead and place down this honey thing. We're just going to kind of take up this section right over here, I think. No particular order or anything like that. I'll build a driveway coming in later on or something like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to line this up, what direction I'm going to line it up. It's not exactly snapping to anything. So that's the weird thing. I mean, if I want to line it up with this road right here, it's lined up now. But if I want to line it up with this road over here, I got to rotate it. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to look like it's weird and all over the place, but oh well, let's just get it dropped in here. This is not no fancy build video. I'm not going to go crazy with details or anything like that. Maybe I'll add some here and there later on as it's growing up, but let's go ahead and get these 3 production buildings in that I need. Of course, working our way backwards, this is going to be the next thing, the pallet and barrel production, because we need those pallets, we need those barrels. Now, there are tons of other pallet and barrel productions out there, but these are the ones that go with that mod. I'm not sure if it downloads at the same time or a whole pack. I would assume it does and hope it does, but we'll go ahead and get this in here right there. Why not? Now, the next thing I need is to figure out what makes those special planks. I believe it's something like this right here, this wood production. No, that's just one plank. That's not the right one. Okay, it's a sawmill one. I don't need to make every single one of those planks in there, but it will make what I need it to make. So let's go ahead and get this placed in here somewhere also. So here's what we got going here. And the reason I did this is because to load the logs in here, you got to pull through right here. Now that I say it out loud and think about it more, I don't think I'm bringing the logs over here automatically. I got to set up on distributing. So I don't know why, but oh, I'll make it practical. And then also over here is where you would load some of the equipment into. I should probably build a drive-through thing right through here, but I'm not going to worry about that. But this is what I got going here. This right here should make that honey and probably make me tons of money through some other wood. Now, these do require and hold a lot of wood. So it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of lumberjack work this episode also, is what I have going here. So to tell the difference between the main road of asphalt and then the parking lots or something like that, we're going to go ahead and switch it up to concrete instead of gravel. Now, the reason I'm using concrete instead of gravel is to make it look like it's more of an, you know what, don't even know what I'm saying, just to make it look better, I guess. Not sure if it even looks better, but that's what I got here. So let's go ahead and take a quick look into these productions, see what all they do, and we'll get everything over that we need going towards making that honey. So here's the honey right here. We're going to go ahead and activate it, even though it's probably going to take quite a while for it to get over here. No big deal, no big deal. But it holds 1 million liters, 100,000 liters of empty pallets, 100,000 liters of empty barrels, quite a bit, quite a bit. Now, I was told we should just activate them all, but it appears they don't run in parallel, but oh well, we'll go ahead and activate them all. They do exactly the same thing. I'm not sure if this mod is even worth it, really. The end product of honey is not that very lucrative, I don't think. But the pallets and the barrels, those are very, very lucrative, and they tend to back up. Speaking of the pallets and the barrels, right here, is that how you spell pallets? I think I've been spelling it wrong this whole time, if that's correct. Let's go ahead and get those activated, even though it's going to be a second. We're going to set all this on distributing because those wood chips can eventually go over somewhere. But the empty pallets and the empty barrels, they only have one area to go to, and no, that right here is not how you spell pallets. Looks like they got it corrected over here. There's a lot of translation issues with this game and mods. People all over the world play this game. Perfectly fine. Now we need to look at this here and see we need beams and planks. So let's go ahead and come down here to our brand new sawmill, activate the beams in the planks. Now there's two different planks. I need to pay attention to it. And then there's also beams and wood beams. Don't know what the difference is there, but I do know one says wood beams. So let's stay away from that. We're going to go with beams and planks. Those look like the two we need, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, this does hold 1 million liters of wood. So, yes, all our wood is going to come over here. It's going to be crazy, and we're going to go ahead and set that on distributing. Of course, it's going to make some wood chips. We'll set that on distributing also, and that's going to go over to our pellets production, which is absolutely amazing and a huge moneymaker. And then we'll also go ahead and set these planks on distributing there. So, I have been kind of avoiding this production because of how much lumberjack work it's going to require me to do to keep up with, but oh well, let's go ahead and get to it. Looking at our wood storage we got over there, 183,000 liters of wood is there right now. That's going to disappear in an instant once the hour rolls over. I'm going to go ahead and crank that 5 times speed back up, check out the fields, make sure there's nothing I need to do. We might actually even be able to get into the harvest this episode also. Highly doubt it. I mean, maybe, because I don't show much of the actual woodwork, but we'll just watch that number go up, up, and up, and actually down, 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 because every single hour I'm going to lose all the wood I put in there. I don't think I'm going to get over 1 million liters of wood saved up and stockpiled into that production. And not only do I need to get trees cut up and delivered, I need to get trees planted also, because recently we did end up harvesting a lot of wood chips from our trees that we had planted previously. Now the whole wood chip thing might be changing, and we'll start harvesting the actual wood out of it. And oh man, I messed up right there. Oh well. These are some trees I had cut down a while ago, and they just been laying out here, and I'm gonna go through and cut down some more with the chainsaw. I realize that's a lot faster and a lot easier than pulling it with the winch, especially once I start getting further and further away from that production right over there. So we'll just keep doing this over and over and over again until I got a bunch of wood in that building over there. Quick update to this forestry helper mod. They did change the name to it, and previously whenever I showed it off, I didn't know the name of it anyways, so oh well. They did allow these snapping points now. That is pretty cool, I think, and it would work out great for early game or anything else. So what I really love about these snapping points is that it will snap to links or to weight. So that is a huge plus that I've always wanted in this game, is because I'd always hated cutting up a log and it was just too heavy for me to lift. So the fact that that mod has that in there now is absolutely amazing. I actually went in to delete that mod because I'm like, I don't use it. There's nothing on there that's important to me. It sounded cool at the time. It sounded like it had kind of that information I wanted, but it didn't have the information I wanted. But now with the update and they changed the name to Forestry Helper, it's pretty darn cool. Do I need it right now? No, I don't. I don't need it for what I'm doing right now because it's pretty simple. I'm not going through cutting down to hand lifting links or certain links anymore. So it's not going to help me now, but it's going to be very beneficial with some of y'all. So I highly suggest checking that mod out. The thing seems pretty cool. I mean, I haven't used it much as far as the whole new update part to it, but the idea there is pretty darn cool. Well, this whole starting the town thing may have been a mistake. I mean, at least the way I started it may have been a mistake, because this is requiring me to spend quite a bit of time over here cutting down trees, and it's going to require me to do quite a bit of that over and over and over again each year. So it's going to probably slow it down some, but it might make some good money. Not sure yet. I should have really went with something that didn't require wood. But hey, mistakes may have been made, but those mistakes may pay off in the future in the form of cash, moolah, money. I'm thinking here that between field 10 and 11 here, that line is probably where my border is going to be at. I mean, obviously it should be my border because I don't own 11, but you know, we can buy 11. That's no no issue. Buying it's no issue. We got the money for that. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to make kind of like a straight line with the trees here, maybe even flatten this area out here, make a little cliffside. And that way getting the trees and making rows of trees will probably be a little bit easier, and I won't have to drive a planter and tractor up a hillside or down a hillside, because it's always easier going down than up. But that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking in my head right here. And I'm going to keep working my way north on field 12 of trying to leave somewhat of a border outline still around the tree forest. I think that's a great idea. And then everything inside here that I clear out, we'll end up planting new trees in there. And of course, I need to get into some automatic wood production too. Don't know if I'll get into that anytime soon, because that does require some stuff we don't have, but it takes stuff we could probably buy. So maybe I'll start buying wood, kind of. Oh, that didn't cut. What did I do wrong? I don't know what I'm doing half the time. That didn't cut either. What is going on here? That didn't cut either. Huh. That is very weird. There it goes, finally cut through. Don't know what happened there. Now, y'all may notice there is still wood chips falling out whenever I use the chainsaw here, and I am doing that on purpose, because I'm going to come through and pick them all up before I do a repaint or a level out over here, and that's the reason I have not repainted or plowed or anything like that already, because I need to come through and pick up the wood chips first. That way I could get a little bit of extra wood chip. Why not? Plus, they're really easy to pick up with the equipment I have. So while cutting away at these trees over here, I got a lot of time to think. And it made me think I should probably shut down my other lumberjack production. Not lumberjack production, wood production. Let's look at that real quick. Talking about the farm sawmill here. That is the very first one we put in. So let's go ahead and disable receiving incoming material over here. That way it could kind of work through that 100,000 liters there. It may take quite a while, but maybe it would be out before I want to remove it. Either way, we usually don't get the product back or any money from it. I don't know why. I know sometimes I used to, but haven't been. But with this making planks and furniture and it does not run in parallel, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the planks. I just want to make the furniture. I don't see anything wrong with that. It takes wood. We'll just go ahead and run one right now because I got tons of planks being made in that other production. Let's take a look at that. It's probably already made quite a bit. Well, it's made quite a bit of wood chips. Let's put it that way. You know what? Wood chips stayed here. Let's put it that way, in that way. No, but this does run pretty fast. So we'll go ahead and look at the next step, because even though there's a lot of wood chips in here, that tells me it probably made a lot of beams and a lot of planks also. Over at the pallet and barrel production, that is the next step. Looks like we do have 23,000 and 33,000. That is nice, real nice. That's why I deactivated the planks one. It does require more planks than beams, so they naturally come out faster too. And then none of it has actually reached its final destination of the honey one. And the honey is just set on storing. I mean, it holds 1 million liters. I don't think I'm going to worry about hitting that capacity anytime soon. But let's go ahead and continue cutting down some trees here. My idea here is just keep cutting and cutting until the sun goes down. Once the sun comes back up, I'm going to come through, pick them up. Let's see how much we can get. Got a feeling I'm going to run out of wood before that happens over in those productions, because they are running really fast. Now, the thing is, part of me says, hey, I need to keep them stocked. And then another part of me just needs to realize they don't have to stay stocked, fully stocked with wood or anything like that. They just need to make the products. Yeah, some of these make products really fast. I have not edited the speed on any of these productions. I don't know how to edit the speed on any of these productions, so it's just normal mod out of the mod hub. I'm sure I could figure out how to edit the speed. I just never take the time to. Turns out I can drive, but y'all probably knew that by now. You know, there's something here. I've been going through cutting down all these trees here, and I am tired of cutting down trees. Let's look at getting some automatic wood production going on. Let's first get all this picked up. I'm going to put it into a pile and then get it into the production. That way it doesn't leave fast enough, because I'm kind of curious to see how much I got here. And every single hour, our storage for this wood does end up getting sent away to our productions. I previously did say I was going to go ahead and just cut down trees all the way until the next day, or once the sun went down, I was going to go to sleep, come back in the morning, go grab the trees, stuff like that. You know what? Plans change. I get tired of cutting down trees. I'm only human. So that's why we're going to start looking into more of the automatic wood production. And I'm pretty excited about that. I haven't done much with some of it, so definitely excited about that. Some of it, I don't even know what it does. But I do know these are all off the mod hub, so they shouldn't be too cheaty or cheaty at all. But hey, we'll figure that out together. And that is one thing I'm doing. I'm actually keeping notes of mods that I consider somewhat cheaty, that just make it way too easy for my next attempt at a 0 to 100 million. I'm thinking my next attempt at a 0 to 100 million is going to be on a map that is not forestry map. So there will be no forestry involved. Well, maybe not, but there'll be really no forestry involved with my next 0 to 100 million attempt, because it seems like this makes it a little easier, a lot easier, because forestry type work does pay pretty darn good. Okay, what I was saying was I wanted to just kind of pile it up somewhere right now where we can grab it all together somewhat, or faster, let's put it that way. So we're going to go ahead and hit Z, start unloading, right? Hey, there it goes. I'm sure I never really use this unload option very often, but it'll all unload right here. And then of course I'll go get another trailer, get it all into a nice neat pile. That way I could get it into the storage much faster and see exactly how much I get in there. I'm pretty sure the storage is probably empty by now. Well, it's got 7 liters of wood chips. That's a plus, right? Turns out I can drive, but y'all probably knew that by now. Looks like I got a little over 3 trailerfuls here. Each one of those piles should be about a trailer full. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and slow down the time. We'll take a quick look one more time. It looks like there is nothing inside here except 7 wood chips. Let's go ahead and slow down the time, get all this in there, because I kind of want to see how much I got all together. I don't know, just something I want to know. Now, I do try to keep it at 5 times speed, and normally I do unless I'm in build mode, planning mode, or, you know what, special circumstance like this. Really, I just want to keep it kind of going and thinking about it more. I don't know, maybe 5 times speed is not fast enough. I should probably up that a little bit. Here's first load of trees right here. Let's go ahead and get that in there and see what that takes us up to. Now, I only got it on 1 time speed. That should be fine. 62,000 liters right there. Oh man, there's still one floating up there. Oh well, it'll eventually end up in there. Next load of logs right here. Let's go ahead and get those put in there. Still got a little bit left over there. I haven't been able to pick up an exact pile quite yet. It depends on how the logs load into there, is depending on how they're going to load into the trailer, I guess, and how much can fit in there. Sometimes it doesn't fit the whole pile. I realized that whenever I was moving them around, but that did put us up to 111,000 liters. That's pretty good. I mean, that's not near enough. Not near enough. Hopefully this automatic wood production can get us quite a bit of wood. I don't think it's going to be much. I do have access and know where a mod is that will give us quite a bit of wood production, but in the past I've learned it's a little bit cheaty, kinda. So I do stay away from that one now. Here we go. Very last one right here. We'll see what our grand total is here in a second. Now I got a feeling some of those on the top won't go in there. Nope, they all went in there. We're up to 183,000 liters. All that work for 183,000 liters of wood. That seems like a lot of work for that. I may even have to end up doing more of that work because we're going to put some productions over in this direction. Let's take a look at that. It's been a very long time, but I remember using this wood production whenever it first came out, and it did go really slow, but it appears they ended up adding a medium one. But this one kind of concerns me. I don't know if y'all could tell, but there is a load point right there between the trees and the building. Like, can I cut down these trees? I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and slap this in right here and see if we can figure this out. If I can't get back in there with the trailer, then that means I'm going to have to set it up on automatic distributing, and y'all know how I feel about that. I absolutely hate doing automatic distributing. Just kidding. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and put in a multi-fruit buying station over here and try to get these products delivered over there myself for right now. And if they can't fit in over there with a trailer or anything like that, then it looks like I'm going to have to end up getting some sort of distributing silo put over here also. Now, I could use the one in town, but it's just a lot easier to go ahead and put in another one, I think. Looks like Gravity got the best of these global goods transport pallets over here. Don't think I'll be using them anytime soon, or maybe even ever again. I don't know if I need to, but I do know I need to find a trailer. There's got to be a Titan one somewhere around here, right? I guess there doesn't have to be a Titan trailer around here anywhere, but there is one over here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and leave this one over here because I don't know where I'm going to dump that 81,000 liters of wood chips in. We'll go ahead and buy another one. Of course, going through, checking the sales items first, see if there's any Titan trailer over here. Not seeing one. Do got this nice pallet autoload trailer over here that's pretty cheap. I should probably go ahead and buy that. Nope, don't think I'm going to. It's not going to autoload the way I want it to. What I mean by that is it's going to have information over here on the left-hand side telling me how many pallets it can hold, and that's the autoload option I'm looking for because I got so many specialized pallets. Here's what I'm going to end up going with color-wise. It's going to end up holding that 5 million liters. I definitely don't need no 5 million liters, but why not go ahead and have that on there? $26,582. That is going to be ours. And of course, got it delivered over here for a nice little convenience fee of $681. I have no idea what that production over there even takes, but let's go ahead and open this up. Start filling this up with something random. I feel like I might guess it right. Nah, definitely not going to do that. Let's go ahead and look at that production first. This does run in parallel, which is absolutely amazing. So what that means is this one right here will put out the full cycles per month. If I even activate this one right here, it'll put out the full cycles per month, which is really nice. So let's look at the slow. This one's just water and seeds. Got tons of water out there. Might even have some setting up on distribute, I think, already. So that's going to work out great. Once it rolls over to the next hour, it'll start coming over here. Now, the things I'm worried about here is what else do I need? I need manure, and there's also slurry option. Eventually, I'll start getting that manure and slurry, and now that I think about it out loud, I already have slurry. Do I have manure? I don't think I have manure because I need straw. So let's go ahead and purchase some seeds because that's definitely something I'm going to need quite a bit of. It only holds 4,000 liters. Ooh, that is not good at all. Not good. So distributing silos definitely coming. Let's get one of those into. But we're going to buy some seeds. We're going to buy some manure, and I'm going to go get that slurry from our cow barn. Not sure exactly how much seeds I want to buy here. I'm going to probably get the same exact silo that I have already, which holds 400,000 liters. And what did I just go up to? Almost 50,000 liters. That's a good enough start, right? Doesn't look like it uses much. We'll go with the even smaller one over here. I think it'd be fine, at least for now. You know what? No, let's not do that. Let's just go ahead and go with this bigger one. Don't ever want to be limited. And this bigger one here, 400,000 liters, this is not the one I want to go with in town or or even on the farm. I want to go with this $450,000 one right here. It holds 6 million liters of each product, which is absolutely amazing. We'll eventually work up to that. I don't want to blow all my money on it quite yet. You know what I realized? I don't see manure as an option from this screen here, but there is a huge manure heap thing over there. Let's go look at that, see if there's actually manure in it. Now, in the bottom right there, it does show manure as 0, so it looks like it's not coming in. I believe, not sure, nobody's corrected me, and I've said this multiple times, so I think I'm right. I don't know, but I believe to get manure, you need straw. We do have 451,000 liters of slurry in there. That is absolutely crazy. I'm pretty excited about that. Since we don't have the manure to use, we're going to go ahead and purchase some. Now, this manure is not going to cost much at all. Now, the great thing about buying this manure here is it's very, very cheap, and I could possibly use it in other productions like the Dragon's Den mod. And the Dragon's Den mod did update, and it does take compost and manure, or it might just be compost. I don't know. I haven't messed with it at all, so I'm not sure. And I don't know when I'm going to stop filling this up, but I do know that building behind me does not hold more than 400,000 liters, so that's probably a good stopping point. For $9,279, we ended up with 374,930 liters of manure. Quite a bit of manure there. Really, really cheap stuff. This is definitely what I should be using to fertilize my fields, but I don't think I have any sprayers large enough, or I should just be using all that slurry I get for free from those cows. I guess it's technically not free because those cows do cost me quite a bit of money, or time, or effort. I don't know. Here's something I want to try. I'm going to come in here and rename this. It's small silo. It's going to be forest silo. I think that's a great idea. Maybe it'll update in the productions area too, so I could tell the difference a lot easier. What I mean by updating the productions thing is I'm talking about this production menu, production chains, I guess. Right here it does say small silo. Now, which one is that? I'm thinking that's the one back at the town because I just changed the name on this one. And right there, forest silo. Hey, there we go. It did work. Works out great. We are now on the forest silo. We have manure. We have seeds. Let's go ahead and set those up on distributing, and they should head on over to our wood production. Well, once I get it activated over there, start catching it. We'll go ahead and activate what we can here. The water slow. We'll go ahead and activate that. And I guess it says water slow. I was like, why am I reading water? I was so confused there. So this one just takes water and seeds. Not much at all. 0.05 liters of seeds. Ooh, that is pretty good now that I think about it. This might actually turn out pretty fast because it just gets faster right here. We're going to go ahead and turn that one on too because we have the manure in the seeds being able to go over there. And let's go ahead and activate this one too. We'll get the slurry in a second. That's where I'm heading right now with this tractor. Now, I don't have no trailer for that slurry quite yet. We're going to go ahead and get one while I'm over there. Probably going to end up being something with a little unreal capacity, but it's going to get the job done. It's going to get the job done really nice. Here we go. To keep up with that crazy color theme and still keep it somewhat organized, I want the main color to be brown because, you know, some brown stuff's going in there. So $9,800, and then we did change up the other color options there to keep it a little crazy looking, kind of. We'll get that. Little $251 delivery fee. Not bad, not bad. Now, this one is the TARDIS trailer pack. I don't think the Titan one, Colossus pack, has one that will hold liquids yet. I don't know. I didn't see it in the same menu. Maybe it's under a different menu, but I do know this holds 200,000 liters, and we're going to go ahead and get that filled up, take it over there, and we'll make 2 trips because we need 400,000 liters over there. Last trip of slurry getting unloaded right now, and I realized I don't think I set that up on distributing. Let's do that real quick. I did activate the actual wood production, and it does look like 2 of them are already going. Nope, looks like I forgot something. Let's go ahead and set this on distributing, and that's on distributing, that's on distributing. May need some more seeds. Let me do a little quick math here, see how fast this thing actually runs, how much it uses, or you know what, I don't care how much it uses. I really just care how much I'm going to have each month. And it looks like it didn't fill up with water all the way. Kind of interesting there. I thought it would. I thought I had plenty of water, but let's go ahead and get this silo right here filled with water and set on distributing also. After doing the math across all 3 of these here, realized, hey, it's actually pretty good. I mean, the output's not pretty good, but the input's also not pretty good either. So it's going to be a slow production. Don't know if it's really going to be worth it, but altogether, it's going to end up making 19,800 liters of wood each month. Now, is that enough? No, it's definitely not enough, but it's a nice little buffer, and this is only one production. There are multiple other productions out there we'll eventually get in over time, but it's a nice little buffer. It requires 35,640 liters of water for what I got running right now, and 1,185 liters of seed. And of course, slurry will use 1,188 liters, and manures 1,188 liters also each month. So it's really not bad at all. My water's free, completely free. That's great. I mean, steal that right out of the ground. Yeah, is it stealing? I don't know. So it's all looking pretty good, looking pretty good. I'd say it's a nice little buffer to our wood production, automatic wood production right here. Now, of course, I could try to just eventually have all my productions live off of a wood production type thing too, so I don't need to be cutting down extra trees or anything like that. But also, like I did mention, there are other ones out there, but we'll probably get to those later on. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and put this slurry tank back over here and just leave it over here because it's the only place I think I really need it. Did notice there's a pallet of eggs coming in over there. That is pretty nice. We can set up an automatic distributor from there to go into some sort of storage. That will be done some other time. Now, these sheep over here have been putting out a lot of wool. At least I think it's a lot of wool. I usually don't do much with sheep or wool, and you know what? Let's crank that speed up there. Doing a little planning. Forgot to change it. Man, they're loud. Let's get out of this area. Bye. Didn't realize how loud they were. Oh, shh. Quiet. Be quiet. But no, what I was saying, those sheep are making quite a bit of wool. Let's do something with that wool, and we're going to do quite a bit with that wool. Right now, we have 35,000 liters of wool. It's right here. I like to click off of it because it's kind of hard to see with that on there right there. So I click off, and it's this one right here. $44,204 is our value right now, and you know that is actually pretty good. That's above our max value. Should we sell it? I mean, we can, but let's turn it into something else and possibly sell it for more. There's one thing I did notice over the time of editing and stuff like that. Whenever I move the cows, they seem to drop on their reproduction rate quite a bit. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why they haven't reproduced. I'm not sure. Maybe they got to be at a certain age, but either way, at one point in the past, they were up there almost 100% reproduction rate, and now they're not. So let's go ahead and get some more food in there. Maybe the food has something to play with that effectiveness. Obviously, it says effectiveness on there, but we're gonna go ahead and send you into town because I do believe I have some TMR there, and this is what I'm talking about right here. The total effectiveness is down there. It's red. Does that overall affect the reproduction? I don't know, but I do know this was up there quite a bit, almost to 90%. I think maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe it didn't say reproduction. Maybe it said maturity or something like that. That's a good possibility now that I'm thinking about it a little more. But either way, we're gonna get all our TMR over there, and I'm gonna have this driver do all that driving while I do something else. Now I'm looking at putting in multiple productions for this wool, and we got our truck over here. Don't know if I ever showed this, but I tried to park the truck in here and it's just a little too long. Hey, there goes my worker right there. Hey, you're doing a great job. Now, why are we over here? Whenever I said I'm putting in production, this is going to be a small production, and of course it's going to be automatically distributed and all that stuff. This is one I'm going to go ahead and put in. This is the Granny's Knitwear. This is absolutely perfect time, and somebody recommended this in the comments. The reason it was such perfect timing is because I hadn't recorded this episode yet. They recommended this. This was my next episode to record, and I had down on the notes for this episode, put in something for that wool. And bam, they hit me with this like a couple hours before I recorded this episode. So, I mean, that's perfect time. It's got to be. Now, I have had plans to put a small home business over here, and I kind of feel like this is a small home business that either my wife or spouse or significant other could do. Now, this is not a role play series, but I can mix a little role play in there, I guess, saying, hey, I do have other people living in this house. So I think it'd be great putting a little shed out back, and you know, let's not worry about it being perfect, but we'll put a little shed out back right here. And of course, like I said, everything's going to be automatic, so I don't need to drive back in here. I could easily drive back in here, and I don't think this one's going to be enough. So we're definitely going to add some more. I don't think y'all can hear it, but I can't believe it. They actually put that loud production sound on there. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I shouldn't put it this close. I mean, obviously the sound's not going to bother me whenever I sleep through the night on this game and in real life. I'm a very heavy sleeper. Kind of. I mean, it's kind of an iffy part right there. I could fall asleep real easy, but I can also wake up kind of easy. Well, looking into this Granny's Knitwear, I guess I could rename it, but we'll leave it like that. Maybe my grandma's living with me or something like that, taking care of her, or I'm living with her. I mean, inflation. Jeez, can't buy a house nowadays, right? We have wool, and apparently this one goes straight to the cloth option. As we can tell right here, the wool makes clothes, not cloth, I guess. Normally, I'm not no expert here, but normally I think you need to make fabric before you can make the clothes. So that was another thing the person did mention who recommended this. We're going to go ahead and set all this stuff up on, I don't know. We're just going to turn it on. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and find our wool that we have somewhere. It's in this one right here. I can see it's activated. We're going to turn that on distributing somewhere, wherever it's at. It's at the bottom here. I should go through and hide inactive. There we go. That's a little better, right? As long as I got one active from each one. Okay, small sawmill. Okay, we're on there. Good, 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 good. Very good. So anyways, how y'all doing? Hope y'all having a great day. Hey, it holds clothes over here. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to turn that on. But right here, wool, we're going to go ahead and set that up on distributing. Now, I could just deactivate the distributing over here on the small silo, but I feel like my productions might get backed up. So it's all going to kind of come over here, and then from here, it's going to distribute out to the other production. Okay, now I'm definitely interested in that cloth because I'd like to kind of stockpile it until best sell time and sell it off then. The first thing I got to do is I got to find it in here, turn that on as far as, oh wait, no, priorities are already on. Oh, nope. I gotta unhide the inactive. It was worth a try, right? We're gonna go ahead and turn that on, and we'll turn on fabric, maybe? I feel like I'm gonna make some fabric. We'll hold off on that for now. Okay, one production in, one done. Now let's head over to the town and look at some stuff over there. Of course, I'm still trying to multitask over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this tractor over here, run right into this building because I can't drive very good, and we're gonna go ahead and get this filled up with TMR. It's probably gonna take a second. I don't know. Maybe this trailer does fill up a lot faster. Let's get some of that TMR. There's 468,000 liters. Not much, but it's still filling up slow in there. It empties out of the trailer really fast. Let's put it that way. I guess this production does not have a fast empty rate, fill rate, whatever it's called. Don't know. Probably an empty rate. Someone else did mention in the comments that I should put some like trees around this production area where I could just drag them in there really easy. And I like that idea. I think I'll put some in there mainly for decoration. Doubt I drag it in there because I'm trying to go away from having to cut down the trees myself and make it all automatic as much as possible. Planning for the next production to go in here. Let me leave a little bit of room, grass room, to possibly plant some trees. The next thing I'm going to look into here is the spinnery options from the Dragon's Den productions. Now, I've never used these. There's actually quite a bit of these Dragon's Den productions I've never used, and I really want to use them. So here we are, really trying to use them. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. But there's two options here, and I don't know exactly what the main difference is, except for there seems to be some sort of string on this one. So let's go ahead and get that. We'll go with that one because it makes the extra thing. Maybe we'll end up putting both in. I don't know. After this first production is a tailor shop, so let's go ahead and add that in. I don't see no issue with that. And that's the thing that really concerns me. I'm like, what does that string go to? I mean, it's really not concerning, but I haven't quite figured out where that string right there goes. It's not going to the tailor shop. Maybe I'm missing something. It's probably in there somewhere. You know, I just can't help but laugh at myself here. I don't know why I do this. That was a scary scream. But I always leave room for these dock doors. Don't know why I do it, but I leave room for a truck to somewhat back up to there, even though a semi-truck's really not backing up to those because that's not exactly a dock. Probably the way this would work out is probably a forklift pulling in here, pulling something out, and then loading it onto flatbed, or could even be a box van if they just keep pushing it in there. I've seen some crazy stuff, but I always try to leave room for a truck to get in and out of there, even though it's not an option. There are productions out there that do require those dock doors to be open, and that's where your fill points is, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that, and something I probably should use. Here's what I got. Here's what we're going with. Let's go ahead and take a quick look into all these productions, get them all fired up, see what all they do, and probably sleep through the night because it is getting a little dark. And I'm sure it'd be very dark by the time we get done out of this production menu over here. Oh no, they're out of water. What is going on there? Why is that out of water? This building over here says I have 362,000 liters of water. It should be distributing over here automatically. I guess it's not. Maybe it's going somewhere else. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and start looking into some of this stuff over here. And now that I can see it, this is a wick. Don't know exactly what that is. Oh, wick for candles. That's what it is. There's a candle production mod out there. I don't think it's used for anything in here, but there's a candle production mod within this Dragon's Den mod. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Hey, we might be making some wicks. Looks like my wool can actually make the wicks, or cotton can. We'll go ahead and activate that. I don't see any issue with that. And then we can make fabric. Let's go ahead and activate that too. And then of course we're going to set this stuff up on distributing. Not making any leather quite yet. What do I need there? I need cowhide or animal skin. There it is. Animal skin. There's a butcher mod, and we might get into it. Don't know if we're going to or not. Now that's our spinnery. Next step is the second building we put in, which is the tailor shop. Okay, we're going to make some clothes. Get some fabric over here. We'll make some leather clothes if we had some leather, but we don't. Stuffed animals, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn that on. I'll just kind of see what gets made. And this is going to be the issue too, because these are specialized products. What I mean by specialized products is they're not normal products within the game, so I can't distribute them over to a silo. But looking at everything here, looks like that's all I can activate. Clothes and stuffed animals. Kind of a bummer. I might need to get into that leather stuff. It's going to take a while before this stuff come over here. We're going to go ahead and turn this on spawning and spawning. That would be the best thing to do. I'm going to have to come through and manually pick up these pallets as they come out. I'll be honest with you, I actually forgot all about this driver here and forgot I was working on getting some TMR to the cows. Just kind of got lost in building some stuff there. I did not slow down the time for building on that one. I knew it'd be kind of fast. Already had it planned out pretty well, and the month's already basically over anyways. It's now 5 a.m. in May, and hey, look, there's that tractor driving by right there. I did hire a worker to send that over to the animals. It's actually pretty bright for 5 a.m. I like it. We're going to hide the inactive ones real quick, kind of see what's all running. Looks like we are out of wood. That kind of expected. Definitely saw that coming. That's the thing. In my mind, I'm just like, hey, I need to keep it fully stocked. I need to keep it running, but I need to realize I don't actually need to do that. And oh my gosh, no wonder it's still there because we never set that on distributing. It was supposed to make, I believe, right around 20,000 liters a month, and it didn't go anywhere. Oh gosh, mistake on my part there. There's a lot of mistakes that's going to happen from me. Looks like there's no clothes over here. Does look like Granny's knitwear is running, up and running pretty good. This is on storing. Let's go ahead and change that to distributing. Did miss that part. Oh, clothes do not need to spawn. My bad. We set that on distributing because we do have a place for clothes. We just don't have a place for stuffed animals. Wick. Let's set that on spawning, I guess. That is really fast. Wow. I guess we'll be getting into some candle work pretty soon. I'm kind of excited about the whole candle work too, because I noticed this Dragon's Den thing did have a bee mod that looked pretty darn cool. I'm really excited to try that out, and that's definitely going to be coming up soon-ish, maybe. Starting to get into these productions more and more, which should help make more and more money, in theory. Maybe it's going to cost me more and more money. I mean, it's definitely going to cost me more and more money if I keep running into stuff. I'm so glad there's no damage. I mean, all my buildings would just be completely destroyed. My tractors, equipment, there would just be random dents everywhere. I wish it was an option, honestly, because it'd be funny how much I wreck. And then how much money I'd spend in maintenance replacing like that front left tire, most likely. It wasn't that hard of an impact. I'm sure it could survive it. Okay, quick check on the animals. We are into a new day, and oh my gosh, look at that. We got some new chickens. That is absolutely amazing. Oh man, I didn't think about what I was going to do with the males. Jeez. Because they're not going to do anything productive for me. Do know I need to put some more food in there though, because I feel like that's going to run out pretty fast. And our sheep are doing good on food, and our cows are getting up there. It's not in the red anymore. Getting in the yellow, I guess. Which that might not play too much effect in there. I'm sure one of y'all will let me know. We are getting very, very close to a harvest, and it may be coming pretty soon. Hopefully soon. I don't know. But I do know I want to get some bees. I mean, I already got bee stuff. I got a beekeeper mod thing that I'm using mainly for the wood portion of it, but I want some actual regular beehives to put next to fields and increase the production there. Also, there is another bee mod that I'm interested in from the Dragon's Den production, so you might as well just call me the beekeeper. By the way, that was also a great movie. Really liked it. This is a mod I'm going to look into, Dragon's Den beehive mod, and I don't believe this does anything to fields at all as far as increasing yields. Yields. Oh man, I'm a special one. We'll go ahead and place this in right here. I think it's a great spot. Not really using this. If y'all didn't know exactly where I'm at, there's my field, and right over here, there's my house. Not only am I going to place that in, I'm also going to place in regular bee stuff. So let's go to bees, animals, and of course we need a large collection point, I think. I mean, this one does appear to be the biggest, and it looks like I don't know. Let's see here. What can I do? Where can I put this? It really doesn't matter because I'm going to put in some distributor to go with it. Yeah, it looks good right here. And then here's the distributor to go with it. We'll place that in right there. Now this bee mod here from the Dragon's Den pack, it's looking kind of interesting because it looks like I got to put stuff in there. I don't know what yet. I've never used it. Definitely venturing out into a lot of productions recently, which is kind of exciting. I really like it. Hopefully I start getting some good returns on this stuff, and hopefully I can find where I'm going. As I mentioned, I already got a lot of bee stuff. Here's beekeeping mod right there. Looks like I just got this beehive in. And the reason I really wanted this beehive was to eventually, don't know, get into making candles, because I believe this wick here does go to the candle. Let's go ahead and activate that. Looks like I need to get some bees, maybe? I don't know. Wait a second. No, it takes 0. Okay, so I ain't even got to put anything in there. Apparently, I just automatically got the bees, and it's already going up. That's pretty cool. We're going to set that on distributing, though, and we're going to set this on spawning because it can't go anywhere. That's something I'd have to move manually because how special it is. What else did I get in there? I got another thing in there, too. It's the honey distributor. We're going to set that on spawning. Nope, not spawning. My bad. Distributing. It's going to go over to the small silo in town. That's where I want it to go. If I can find the small silo in town. Nope, that's forest silo. Where's the small silo? I know exactly where it's at. I'm just testing y'all. Small silo right there. And of course, we will turn on the honey. I believe it does take honey in here. I really hope it does. Hey, there it goes right there. Yep, it will hold 400,000 liters of honey. Now, I have nowhere for that stuff to go yet, so it's just going to sit here. Doesn't need to distribute anywhere. Got no productions for it to go to as far as a honey product. It's just going to store it, sell it off later. I don't know if honey really goes into anything else in the future. Here's the thing, I got me a pallet spawning area for bees, and you can only have one of those items allowed per farm. And then also I got my honey distributor, but I got no honey coming in here. We need beehives for that. And man, I really should have got some beehive mods now that I think about it. But no, I can just place these kind of all over the place. I'm gonna put this right over here. I like that. And I did mention I'm gonna start trying to leave these tree clusters around the area. So I'm just gonna kind of nestle these up in the tree clusters. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know exactly how bees work and everything. I do know the more of these I have, the more honey it's gonna make. That is a positive. And plus it's all being automatically taken care of. Makes it pretty easy for me, right? And while we're at it, we'll put one over by the house. Nothing fancy big. I kind of just want a little one by the house, kind of my own personal one for the house. And, you know, if I had any flowers over here, maybe one day I'll put some flowers in here. Wait, I do have flowers. Right there. Hey, there's some flowers built into the house, obviously. So this would allow for a more pollinated, better looking flower area, I guess. I like it. We'll do that right there. Pop a couple of those in there. Why not have the bees come in the house and sting us in the middle of the night? Nah, I don't think we'll have any issues with that. There's something I keep forgetting to do that is very, very important, and that is plant some trees. Let's go ahead and get this over to the forested area. And I do have that silo over there that can hold these wood chips with no issue. We'll put those in there, and I need to pick up the wood chips off the ground before I start planting some new trees, because I want to do something a little different. I want to go ahead and level out the area, make it look a little different, maybe even put in some plowed state in there, maybe plow up some ground strips and stuff like that. Don't know if that really makes a difference. People do keep commenting about plowing a strip and planting trees in there. I don't know. Does that make a difference if I plant a tree in a plowed area or not? I don't think it does. Would make sense though. Maybe a little better yield, right? This is the area over here I got to work with. Let's go through, see how much wood chips I can pick up off the ground here. I feel like there might be a good amount. I mean, it's going to be better than 0. Let's put it that way. Hey, looky there. We're already up. I think I'm all done there. It was kind of hard trying to remember and see where I already went. I was just able to follow my tire tracks and kind of do a little offset around there and get it all picked up. But 5,111 liters of wood chips here. Not much, but it's better than nothing, like I mentioned. Let's go ahead and get that dumped off into this silo. Don't know what I'm going to do with this silo yet. I guess it's not set up on distributing, not set up on catching wood chips or anything like that. It might get used, or it might not. It might just sit there and do nothing. With almost 82,000 liters of wood chips here, we'll also dump this in, and I'm just trying to think, what can I do with these wood chips here? I guess I can set it up on distributing, but I feel like it's really not necessary. I'll kind of keep it as my backup. Maybe one day I'll run out of wood chips and need to get some over there real quick to keep the money kind of coming in. I like that idea. Sounds like a great idea. Planning for the future. I believe it's time to work a little bit of magic over here with flattening and painting and all kinds of fun stuff, right? Who doesn't love doing some landscaping? You know, I actually really do enjoy the whole building portion of this game, and I do make build videos. I make them on my other channel, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, if y'all are interested in build videos and you didn't know, I do have some on the other channel. I would suggest checking those out. I like them. A lot of people seem to like them too, I think. I think I do a pretty good job with it. A lot of people actually have told me I should make mods and make maps and stuff like that because of the way I decorate some of this stuff. You may notice I'm not decorating a lot into this series because $100 million, that's a long series. If I put too much decorations out there, it's going to end up just saying, hey, your computer can't handle it, time to tap out. This is what I got going on here, and it's just going to be plain grass painted. I'm not going to worry about the meadow grass option of it because it's going to kind of hide the trees and stuff like that once I start cutting them down and moving them. Now there's something I want to try besides winching them over to this building right here is I want to try the mobile utilities mod. I believe there's something for like a mobile wood distributor in there. I've never used it. I've seen it. I honestly thought it was broken, and we'll get into that one day if I can remember. Another thing is I'm not sure if I'm even going to keep these in straight rows, make it super organized like that or anything. I think I'm just going to drive around in circles like I did last time, just get them all over the place because they didn't seem to have any issues with growing up being close to each other. Maybe I'll just put them all 1 foot apart. They'll just grow into each other. What could go wrong there? Oh, hey, it's raining. That sounds like fun. I don't know why, but I came over here to the used vehicle sales area to see if there was any pallets on sale. I don't think that would ever be an option because it does say used vehicles. Yeah, I'm an idiot. It's been a minute since I planted any of this stuff. I believe we're doing oak. Let's go ahead and purchase a couple of these because I think I could fit more than 20 in there. We'll just buy 3, I think. Hopefully this was oak. So 60 trees. Last time around, I did only plant 20. I believe I got a little bit more room, so more than 20 should do it, right? What are the controls? Because I can't ever remember. R refill. Makes sense, right? I was about to hit R, but I felt like that was wrong. And you know what? Like I said, just go around in circles. Sounds like a great idea. I'm just going to start right here. What could possibly go wrong? Didn't even make it all the way way around. This thing looks like I made it maybe a little over halfway if I want to consider this a round circle. Let's go ahead and get another pallet. Maybe 3 pallets is not going to be enough. I guess it was actually under halfway there because we didn't even make it all the way around with this next pallet. Definitely going to be more than 60 trees. Let me go ahead and get them all put in, and I'll let y'all know exactly how much we got all together. You know, I did say I'll bring y'all back when I'm done, but who cares? But I wanted to show some to y'all. This is actually the distance I'm doing for the trees here. You can see my tire tracks off to the right, and I'm kind of going off to the left. Really nothing planned there, and holy cow, I ran out of trees already. I don't know where that ended either. I was just talking to y'all. Okay, let's fill this up again. But you may be able to tell here, I feel like this is way too close, but it might get the job done. We'll see. And that's kind of the distance I'm going to go with, just going around in a big circle. I may be getting a little dizzy here. These circles are getting a lot faster and smaller. I believe I ran out of room. All done. Well, if I wanted to keep making room, I guess I'll just keep dumping them in there like an inch from each other. I ended up using 240 oak trees. I did end up buying them in 200 packs, I guess. So 20 times 10, that's 200, right? That makes sense. I was buying 10 pallets at a time after a while there. We'll go ahead and get this put away for now. I'd like to wash it and get it put away, but I don't have anything over here to wash it, and I still got it turned on. Let me turn that off before I lower that. That's pretty nice the way those things spin right there. And I do have 8 pallets of trees left over. I'm going to get them under the cover most likely, or just leave them there. I'm kind of leaning towards the or just leaving them there part because I'm kind of lazy. Kind of excited to see how these grow in. I hope they all grow in. It wouldn't surprise me if they didn't, because some of them are really, really close. Didn't realize how close I got them until after they were already in the ground. Now, there is another pallet out there from the Platinum expansion that does hold, I think, 240 tree saplings or something like that. And those are just really, really small. Whenever I used them on Silver Run Forest in the past, they just were really small on the ground. You couldn't tell where they were half the time. I mean, with me having no grass there, I could definitely tell where they are probably. It also made me think that it's probably not going to grow as fast because it started at a smaller stage. I don't know. I never did any testing on it to see if those grew faster versus the regular tree saplings that are sticking out of the ground, faster or slower. I bet they grow slower. You know what? Hey, I was about to send this back to the farm. Let's go ahead and leave it over here because I'm going to need this wood chipper on the front and this trailer eventually. I don't know if I'm going to head for wood chips right away because I definitely need wood first. With there being 240 trees, I'd like to think I'd be able to get plenty of wood and be able to get some wood chips also. We may have a huge problem coming up here. My chickens, they're about out of food. I don't have it set up where they'll end up dying or being removed if I don't feed them, so it's not too big of a problem, but it's a problem to me. And that's exactly why we're walking through this field here with that crow popping out, kind of scaring me a little bit there. Surprised I didn't jump, surprised I didn't scream. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I jumped a little. I just kept the scream in. We got some barley here. We need to go ahead and get that harvested. Now, somebody did leave a comment requesting a special harvester for me to use. Now, we'll go ahead and try that out. As you may be able to tell, it's not ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and sleep through the rest of the month. Before I do that, I need to make sure we don't have anything else to do. Here's our chickens here, 831 liters, but we only have 3 chickens. I think that might be enough. We'll check it in the morning before we do the harvest. And I did say they won't be removed anyways. I do have that option to turn that on. I just never play with it on because I'll lose all my animals because I don't like to feed them. We have a couple items here that say best sell time, but they're actually not best sell time, and plus the values on them are so low. Whoa, holy cow. Cloth pays almost $13,000 there? Well, we only have 1,283 liters available on clothes. I keep saying cloth. I don't know what I'm thinking. They're clothes. There we go, close. We only have 1,283 liters in stock, and it's giving me almost $13,000. That's quite a bit. I had no idea how much money that made. Now, people did tell me I needed to go with sheep because the clothes make a lot of money. The wool turns into the fabric, turns into the clothes, or vice versa, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, let's keep going here. Best sell times showing up over here on the right as the max months, but they're not showing up over here on the left. Now, our wick is up there, but our wick is not much at all. It just doesn't seem like it's worth selling off. I'm going to keep stockpiling that until I eventually make some candles. I'd like to one day. There's an issue with making these candles. That is, I need some animal fat. Flowers are up there. Those are on automatic sell. Speaking of that, I need to check the water situation over there because I noticed those were almost out. Liquid fertilizer, we're at $45,000, but we don't sell that stuff off. We keep it for our greenhouses. We'll go ahead and hide the inactive and we'll see what's going, what's not going. I am really interested in that whole water thing. Yeah, you see that water is just down quite a bit. I had the distributor thing on. I guess it just doesn't distribute much or fast. Tailor shop still going a little bit there. What is it missing? Fabric. Okay. No big deal, right? Fabric is being made over here. Pallets and barrels. Looks like we are missing the planks, and looks like we are missing the wood here to make those planks. But everything else is looking good, I think. We'll go ahead and sleep through the night. Hold up, there's something else I want to check. I want to check some water levels again. Really concerned about these water levels. Let me go over there and fill up those actual greenhouses themselves, because I do have water inside my small silo and another silo, the forest silo, that is set to distribute, but it doesn't seem like it's filling it up. Hold up, wait a minute, there's a newish mod out. Just realized that. I forgot all about that thing. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It's something to do with automatic watering. Maybe it's under greenhouses. That would be pretty cool if it was, because it does go to greenhouses, but I also understand it would not be under here. Took me a while to find it, but it's under silo extensions. This is automatic water for animals in greenhouses. Sounds like it's going to work out pretty good. Looks like it has 1 billion liters in it, and it should just go into these greenhouses, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and place this in right over here. I hope it hits it all. Not sure how big the range is on it. Only for greenhouses and animals. That's unfortunate. Now let's see how much we have inside here. Okay, over 1 billion liters. Wow, quite a bit. Pretty nice. Let's see if this one's got it. Yep, that one does have it. And we'll do a little quick run around here, see if this one's got it. Yes, that one does have it. The water is probably not going to be an issue, at least for these greenhouses anytime soon. Looks like this barley is now ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and get a harvester, special one. Somebody asked me to get. I don't think I'm going to say the name correctly, even though somebody did abbreviate it. Not abbreviated. What's that word called? Sound it out for me, I guess. I don't know exactly what it's called. Well, let's go ahead and get it all delivered over here. I'm pretty excited to get this harvest going because that's a pretty good sized field. I had to go back and check that comment. Apparently, it's pronounced Lexion. Lexion. That's what I'm going to refer to it as. Let me know if that's wrong. Do got a mod in here. Did get some Kloss Lexion in there. You know, that's another thing I never really was sure how to pronounce. The Kloss. I've heard people say Kloss and I've heard people say class. I think it's Kloss. I don't know. But I don't have very many harvester mods in here. I usually just go straight for this Colossus one. So this is going to definitely slow down a little bit with only having 18,000 liter capacity, but there is easy ways for me to, let's see here. What am I trying to say? There's easy ways for me to automate it still. Draw distribution width. Wow, that's pretty cool. Ooh, 16 meters. Yeah, definitely don't want that. Huh, that's interesting. Never seen that as an option. Ooh, what's a field scanner? I don't know what it is, but we're getting it. Ooh, I can do numbering. Unloading sprout. Standard new unloading sprout. What is this stuff? Oh, I said sprout. It says spout on there. My bad. We'll leave it as standard. I'm guessing it's talking about this thing in the back here. Oh, okay, there it goes. Yeah, you know what? I like this more of a square shape thing right here. The new unloading spout. I'll take that. Pipe. Ooh, wow, that thing is long. Yeah, longer the better, right? And here comes Chris Stewart saying giggity. You know, I think I like this right here. Quite a bit of money probably. Ooh, wow. Oh man, I did not know we were up over $1 million. I think whenever I went to sleep it was at 600 some thousand, but a lot of stuff on automatic selling. Makes sense, I guess, for that to be up over $1 million. Oh man, did not see that coming. I was going to lease this, but I might just go ahead and buy it. See if there's anything else I'm missing. Double flash on the beacon. I don't know. Sounds good, I guess. Numbering. You know what? Let's do number one. Because I'm actually thinking instead of going with the Colossus, if I ever want to speed it up, I'll just buy more of these. I mean, I don't see any issue with that. We will go ahead and buy that for $440,000. Ooh, quite a bit of money. Now, here's the part I always have a hard time with is figuring out what headers go to this, but this one actually gives me the combination option. Some of them don't. And I did go in there and download some mods for headers also. And I'm not seeing any of the mods in here, but I got this one right here for 13.8 meters. Let's see what other header mods are out there because I did download some just for the Kloss. At least I think I did. Yeah, we got one right here. 13.8 meters, same exact thing as the one that's not modded. So what's the difference? A lot of color options there, I guess. Let's see what the other one is. Here's the base game one. It's $5,000 cheaper, no color options. I'm not worried about changing the color on it, which I would like to, you know what, backing out of that because I couldn't change the harvester color, but I have the option to change the header color. Can't speak. Let's do that. And previously, it's always been kind of that crazy color thing. So let me do something here real quick. There we go. I think I like this color combination right here. Let's go ahead and buy this for $97,000. And you know what else? I think the other thing I really liked about this one that I forgot and just now noticed was it had the trailer built into it. I absolutely love those ones. I hate always trying to put a header on one of those header trailers. I am starting to get pretty lazy and not washing and putting away everything. Maybe just trying to save some time, but it looks like gravity got the best of these global goods transport pallets once again because before they were kind of leaning off the trailer. Now they're completely off the trailer. That's kind of weird. I'm going to go ahead and grab this tractor and trailer here, get it over next to the field, or I could probably put it on the field because I'm missing a bunch of crop right here in front of me, but I'm not going to do that because I feel like the harvester will run right into it. But we're going to put it next to the field because I can set that harvester up on automatically emptying out. And I got some other work I could be doing, which is going to be pretty cool, I think. Or it's going to help out the farm quite a bit. I don't know about cool. I mean, how cool could something on this game be, right? I don't know. It's pretty cool, right? Maybe? Gosh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Right here, I have the option to combine self-unload. Let's go ahead and turn that on, and it should unload into that trailer automatically. Looks like this is gonna take quite a while. Now the worker is going around doing all this stuff themselves, and oh my gosh, that's a huge swath dropping right there. And what are you doing? I think it should drive over to the trailer. We'll find out in a second. But 18,000 liters is the capacity on this tank, and we didn't even make it a whole headland around, maybe half a headland. And it looks like it's asking to be unloaded right here. That's fine, I guess. And we'll just go ahead and take this over there, leave it sitting next to that, or just leave it right there where it's at and hope that harvester comes back around. I'm just flying around looking for an area to make a field, but what the heck is going on here? You just got done unloading. You should have just continued what you were doing. I feel like I need to dock their pay quite a bit. I'll let it go. Let's see what it ends up doing. Right over here, you may be able to tell the mini map in the bottom left there, field 18. This is where we're at right now. In this direction here, I'm going to go ahead and put a new field in. There are little tiny trees here and there that I'm going to remove with the tree devourer first. And I'm talking about these trees right here. But these large clusters here, they will stay in place and I'm not going to touch them. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but for some reason it came all the way back over here. Let's get it going, I guess. I'll see what happens in a minute. I'm just going to restart it right here at this waypoint and it will catch up obviously to where it was. I don't know what's going on there. This ain't looking good. The grass field over here on the left is not ready to harvest yet. We got one more month. I kind of wish it was ready to harvest right now so I can kind of get all this harvesting done together. And you know, I could just go over there and go ahead and get it mowing, but oh well. It gives me something to do next month because I'm going to be working on putting in this new field for a little while and maybe even get some more fields in besides just this one new field. Ideally, I'd like to have a field for every type of crop. I mean, that would be the idea. Now, having huge fields like this for every type of crop, no, probably not going to happen. And I may even put more than one field over here where I'm about to clear out just to keep them a little smaller and to have multiple crops coming in. Looks like that harvester is off and going, and maybe that swath dropping right there caused an issue. It couldn't back up or something. I'm not sure, but hopefully this harvester and worker will start not stopping in the field, I guess, and coming over here and unloading. Just over here working away, and it looks like it's not self-unloading. Let's see if I can figure that out because I can see the harvester back there and I can see my trailer back over there. This ain't working. Oh, wait a second. Maybe it is working. Well, that also brings me to the point of that swath dropping over there is really huge and might cause an issue starting back up, but it does appear to be working and we'll see if it gets over there and unloads itself. But it looks like it is working. That is some great news right there. And I did watch this thing drive over here and it was very painful to watch. Very slow. So it might actually be better for me to just run the grain truck. And I believe there's a way I can set up a worker also to just run beside it. And I may get into that one day. But for right now, I'm going to do this because I got a lot of work to do creating another field. I feel like this harvest right here should be done a lot sooner than me creating another field. I believe I got all the small trees removed that I wanted to remove in that area, but it looks like there's still quite a bit of an issue with this harvester. Let's go ahead and just manually follow it around and empty it out myself or run it myself and drive it over here. Either way, we're going to get it done. I'm going to have to stick along with this worker and this harvester. Not sure if y'all could tell really well, but on the left there in the help menu, I am working that follow me mod a little bit. It looks like I got a side offset of a negative 11 meters. Hopefully this works. It's not lined up right now. You can tell it's not. And then I also have a follow distance of a negative 8, trying to put it kind of in front of the harvester. It looks like I got the follow distance correct, and the negative 11, I did up that a little bit there. I think it's sitting at like a 9.5 right now. So I'm hoping the negative 11 will push it over. There's going to be a worker in there following me the whole entire time. That way I don't got to keep stopping. I am running the harvester myself because the worker on the harvester was just running really slow. So hopefully this works out pretty good. No telling. I got a feeling this is not going to work that good. Doesn't look like it's keeping up. It is actually a little ways behind. I'm going to let it catch up, see if this is actually the right position for that pipe in the trailer I got set up. Looks like it's lining up pretty good. Let's see if it starts coming out automatically. And yes, it does. Now that tractor should stay there following this harvester. But I also have this harvester cranked up really fast, and it doesn't look like it's keeping up very good. Looks like it's kind of staying behind. With that tractor staying a little bit behind, I'm going to go ahead and move it up some. And hopefully as I'm driving, it's going to empty in there because that's what I ultimately wanted to do. I just want to kind of keep emptying in there as I'm driving. I don't care too much as I stop. And of course, the turnaround part's going to be pretty hard here. I guess if I wasn't doing 26 miles an hour, that tractor would catch me. I'll go ahead and slow this harvester down a little bit for whenever I need to actually empty it out, but whenever I don't need to empty it out, I'm going to go full speed up to 20-some miles an hour. Now you may be wondering, does this harvester actually do 20-some miles an hour? No, it doesn't. I do have the real speed mod, I believe is what it's called, and it's going fast. I like it. I just found out that tractor and trailer does keep up with the speed of this harvester. I did have it doing 26 miles an hour a little while ago down a hill. Hey, we're up to 26 now, and it is keeping up pretty good. The only issue is it's got to catch up, so maybe I'll slow it down a little bit on the turnarounds. Well, while I'm driving away here with this nice GPS, I can take a quick look at the animals. There's one thing I forgot to check this month was I wanted to see if I actually ran out of chicken feed. I don't think I checked it. Let's go ahead and check. Hey, nope, looks like I didn't. 786 left. So I was thinking the chickens ran out of food, but they really didn't, I guess. Looks like we're just on our first real harvest here. Now, I do believe I did name something like the grass harvest as our first harvest or something like that, but I don't really consider grass as a harvest. You know what? Maybe this is just our first crop harvest. Let's call it that. Looks like I lost my worker back there somewhere. He wasn't able to keep up. It did say follower stopped or something like that. I guess I just made too many turns. It went off the track. It didn't work out too good, but that is actually the end of this harvest. I believe I got it all harvested. Let's go ahead and get this into the trailers, see how much we got total, and of course we got to get this stuff over to our chickens. And now that I think about it, that chicken coop requires something special for emptying into it, like an auger pipe type thing, and I don't have that. We may be buying something new pretty soon. Harvest is now all done. Ended up with 166,333 liters of barley in this. This is I don't know. That's absolutely amazing. I don't know what I was expecting, but I think it turned out pretty good, except for the fact that my harvester had a hard time with the course play. Now, moving forward, I might try another harvester because obviously the issues with the course play, but first I want to get rid of that header. Course play will have issues with equipment depending on the attachments to it. So that header being attached to the front of there might be what's causing the issue. I'll go with the base game header. Now, it's not going to come with a fancy trailer or anything like that built into it, but it should maybe do better, maybe. I don't know. Let's get this over to the chicken coop and, of course, try to figure out how to get it inside the chicken coop. Heading over here to the chicken coop now, and I'm just really concerned of how I'm going to get this into that chicken coop. Don't know if y'all watch my other series, the Feeding the Next Gen roleplay, but I've already used this chicken coop on there and realized I couldn't put the food in there without having to lift it up. Let's see if it actually goes in there. Don't think it will because, oh my gosh, what? No. Last time I did this, I had to use some sort of auger pipe going in there, but now it works? You gotta be kidding me. I guess I did something wrong on that almond map, but oh well, hey, it works here. So maybe I was just worrying way too much. Definitely worrying more than I should have, I guess. That's gonna be a lot of food, a lot. 167,000 liters in there right now with only 3 animals. Yeah, that's gonna last quite a while, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, especially once we start getting into that whole 50,000 chickens. Still trying to decide what to do with the males out of there because the males are gonna come in thinking that butcher might be coming into a picture pretty soon once I start getting a lot of males. But also it comes down to the fact that 50,000 chickens is a lot, and it's not going to reach that anytime soon. We're going to go ahead and send this worker back over to the farm. Don't know why, just get him back over there. Looking at the field over here, we are done with this wood chipper, and we are done with the harvest over there. Now, we did have some issues with that harvester. I think it might just be because of the header, so I'm not going to give up on it quite yet. I will sell that header back and attempt it with a different header next season. And I also want to get some more fields in, so that's probably what we're looking at doing this episode is quite a bit of fields being put in. I say quite a bit. I'd like to get at least more than one. And of course, this grass field off to the right is ready to harvest next month. I'm gonna go ahead and crank that speed up. I think I'm good for this month, except for just make fields, and making fields doesn't take much, and I got nothing I can plant right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and crank the speed up. We'll get through the day a little bit faster, maybe. I don't know, it's starting to sound like a bad idea now that I did it. Should I stop? Got a worker off and going here. Hopefully this works out great. I did notice there's some swath off the field, and that was because of me. I did drive it off field quite a bit, so I'll try to remember to go around at the end and pick it up. And of course, somebody left a harvester in the way, so we'll just tab over to that, and oh my gosh, you're gonna run right into that. What? Jeez. Calm down there, man. Calm down. That person's in a hurry. Before I forget, we're just gonna go ahead and sell off this header. Should I repaint? And let's see here, $9,181. Let's see if it goes up almost 10,000. Hey, it went up to 85,000, so I'd say that's profit, right? Went up a little bit more there. Maybe it's profit. We're gonna go ahead and sell that off before I forget. I'll just end up keeping a harvester with no header until next year. Not 100% sure where I'm gonna put this yet. I guess I'll just kind of tuck it away in here for right now. This is definitely not the best best area for it, I don't think. I was thinking about putting some more sheds over closer to the actual field, because it appears most of my crop fields are going to be over on the east side of this map, right side of the map. So I may end up putting some more sheds over there and just kind of keep my crop related stuff over there. I don't see any issues with that, but for right now, I'm going to continue building up this area over here first, and then we'll expand over into some other areas, I think. It has been a while, but it's time to get that plow back out. And of course, stone picking is going to happen right after the plowing. But first, I got a lot to plow, and I really absolutely just love how large this plow is. I mean, it's great for making the fields faster, but the downside to it is it's really, really wide, and I don't know if I'm going to make it out of here without, well, you know what? Guess I did hit something. I was going to say without hitting something, but it looks like I already did hit something. Come on, just squeeze on through. Come on, just turn with it, turn with it, turn with it. There we go. I was really freaking out again. I know I've done this before, but I looked over at that maintenance over there, and I was like, man, why is my maintenance so bad? This tractor's brand new. It's a John Deere, so I was kind of giving the benefit of the doubt to AutoSim Crew and Rainbow Hacker Gaming. They're constantly always saying how John Deere is horrible and breaking down all the time. So I'm like, did my John Deere tractor just break down already with 1.5 hours on it? Turns out, no, that's the plow. I should probably go through here and mow this up first, but I'm just going to let it be. I think it should be fine, I think. So we'll go ahead and drop this in right here, turn on that creative field and get to it. Now I am going to try to put in multiple fields here. Of course, they're not going to be super big or anything like that. I would like to just do a really big field, at least one, but I'm realizing I need to get more variety of crops in here, and to do that I need more fields. So these fields are not going to be all as big as that first one that I got a worker on right now picking up the swath. Well, I guess that wasn't the first field. That's the first crop field, let's put it that way. Big hill over here on the left. I'm going to try to avoid it as much as possible because I don't want to have to drive up it with this tractor or with any of my other equipment. Just finished up plowing this new field, and my worker up there on the top on the course blade did finish work. Now you may notice my course blade thing is in a weird spot, and I'm surprised nobody's really asked me about that. I just move it up there out of the way from hiding my damage, painting, and my fuel stuff, and it also hides the money that comes in whenever the money does come in. So I've had a few things pop up on course blade there, and I haven't been able to read the money off or anything like that or see it. So I just kind of moved it out of the way. I do know some people move it off the screen, and that is one thing I used to do, but since I've started using course blade more, I like to be able to click on it right there, and I'm going to click on it here in a second. First, let's get this off the field. Look at this new field we got from an aerial view, because it's a lot easier to see from an aerial view, of course. Here's what we got for field 3. Now the next field I'm going to put behind it over here on land 18. I do not own land 19. I should probably go ahead and buy it, but I think I could squeeze a field in right here just on land 18 by itself. And speaking of that, I guess I missed a tree right here. Is that on 18? Maybe that's, nope. Here's that, might be on 19. This is looking like a great area right here for another field. And 2 fields might be enough. I'm thinking I might need to go more than that. Maybe we are going to buy some land. I did mention earlier setting this up. There's some off the field, and I'm going to go ahead and go around and pick that up myself. We are at 63. We are at 636,000. Wow, I thought we were at 63,000. Nope, 636,000. That is a lot of straw. A whole lot. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Wait, what am I talking about? I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. Those cows need some straw because I need some manure. Let's get it all done around the field here, and I'll take that over there. Guess I forgot about this little patch right here. I wonder if it's a little too late to give me another header and take care of that, but I'll leave it. No big deal, right? Not sure how much that cow barn over there does hold with straw. We're going to figure that out eventually. Right now, I got this heading over there to the animals, and I got some other stuff to work on. That other stuff to work on is going to be create another field. Finishing up this next field right over here now. And the spot in front of me, I did purposely leave kind of open and tucked up into that tree area for a few reasons. One, I'd probably need to put a road across here heading in that direction there to another field, kind of an access road. And also, I was thinking maybe putting a shed up in here to store that harvester and any other crop related equipment. But right now, here's the second field, which is also my 4th field. So field number 4, we got field number 3 also in there. Let's get those rocks picked up, and also need to get some soil samples. I believe I got the mod now that will do the soil samples here instead of me having to back out, come back in, buy the soil samples for an even higher price. I think I got that mod somewhere in here. Turns out there may be a little bit of an issue here. I don't think this is fitting in there very good. Looks like it's somewhat getting caught on there. Oh, wait, you know what? Just go faster, I guess. That will do it. Let's see if I can actually make it out of here after this. Kind of alarming though. I was getting a little caught up there. Oh, it looks like all that was able to dump in there. That's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and take a further look out and see how much is in there. I don't have that mod that shows the capacity. I wish I did. I can't ever remember what it is. Anybody knows, let me know down in the comments, and I'll touch on that a little more if I know where I'm going. Oh, animals. Okay. Looks like straw's up to 637,574 liters. Now that's almost halfway. So I'm thinking here, maybe I got a 2 million liter capacity. Maybe that's sounding about right. It's looking about right. So what I'm talking about with that mod, there's a mod that shows your capacities on top of what you actually got in the bottom right down there. I just can't remember. I used to have it. And of course, Giants update kind of broke a bunch of things and I lost it there. Looks like, oh, Oh, okay, definitely hitting those beams there. Let's just go fast, go fast. Hey, you made it out. Perfect. Looks like there's a little bit of an issue driving in. I'm not going to put away this plow right now because I think I want some more fields in there. I'm just not sure quite yet. Let's leave it out for now. Go get our stone picker, get those fields taken care of that way first. And then I'll decide on maybe buying some more land because I'd like to buy some more land, put some more fields in, and I'd also like to buy some more sheds to kind of fill up this area over here with more storage sheds. Got the course play all set up over here, and we do have a little over 10,000 liters of stone still in here. Haven't quite figured out what to do with it yet, and these fields just don't give much stone. So I haven't put in a line production yet. It's going to come in the future, and maybe even some stone productions too. There's something a little bit I wanted to touch on, talk about here. I am going to get in another shed here. So it's probably going to end up being this one right here because I do think I need a workshop. I mean, I do all my maintenance stuff right there on the spot, but it would make sense to have a workshop. I think I'm going to go with that one. I don't know yet. Anyways, one of the comments, somebody asked about how do I build my stuff? How do I do the terraform and how do I get it so level and smooth? I mean, it's not perfect. Let's put it that way. There's actually a big ditch right here. It's kind of hard to see, but whenever I drive over it, I can feel it. The main thing is I try to, not always, I try to always at least level out the ground first, the area. Now, I did purposely build on this area over here because I knew it'd be multiple levels. I thought it'd be nice instead of just making it one large flat area. So there's that. And then also I would do a slope tool, put a slope point right up there and just kind of slope it up there. That's the idea. Now there's no undo button, which is kind of a bummer. Your undo button for anytime you want to build is your save option. So if you're doing anything kind of sketchy that you don't trust or are worried you might mess something up big time, right now I'm just hitting the soften tool. The soften tool is like my best friend for making this stuff look smooth and everything. But if you're ever doing anything that you just don't think is going to turn out very good or it's going to end up messing up a lot of stuff, the best way to undo that or do that is save the game, turn off your autosave, and then you want to go ahead and do what you're doing. And if you messed up, you can back out, come back in. I did that a lot on my other channel during the Will Mine Forest Challenge because I built a dock out of the water and some mods would raise the ground up, some mods wouldn't. So anytime the ground got raised up, that messed up a lot. I don't know if that helps you any. Not sure who it was that commented that. Not sure if that helps anybody. Also, another tip with any building, usually lay down the grass, meadow grass first. That way you don't have to touch up at the end. I mean, you'll still have to touch up some, but you don't have to make it perfect. So like if I'm putting a road through here, I should have actually laid down this meadow grass first before doing this rock side over here. But oh well, it'd be fine. And I'm also not trying to make this stuff perfect. I think the best thing I've learned from building on this game is just kind of doing it and also watching other videos. So I do have other videos out there of building and everything. So you may just see me click on certain things like the slope, like the soften. You'll kind of see how it works and is used there. So I got kind of a drop off right here, and I don't think I'm going to do a cliffside right here. I'm just going to soften it out because I did mention that right here. I wanted to soften it out here and make a hillside instead of a cliffside because cliffsides are easy. They're honestly the easy thing to do. Just level it out, make a cliffside. The hard part is just trying to make it look like it goes with the naturalness of the nature, I guess, which would be a hill for a lot of the stuff. Cliffsides is usually not there, especially not adding a cliffside without doing a bunch of work. But that's kind of how I do that. Also, one more tip, it might be kind of hard to see, but let's go ahead and do this. You know what? Let's make it a little bit easier for you. I'll lay down some paint texture here. Now you can see how this is white and it's got little parts sticking up. That means there's a high point in there. So, I mean, this is no tutorial or anything like that. Just kind of talking with y'all, helping some of y'all out maybe. But that means there's high points there. What that means to me is I need to go through and hit it with the soften tool. And that's what I was doing underneath the meadow grass a second ago. But I want to show an example there. So now that's going to soften out and get rid of those high points and make it a lot smoother. Of course, none of this is perfect. As soon as you drive over it, you'll find a bump and be like, oh man, I missed that. Oh man, I missed this. Stuff like that. We can go back into this paint tool here, make it bigger. Looks like all those points are gone except for a little bit right over here. Not going to worry about that because I'm not driving across that. Let's go ahead and paint that meadow grass back on there and get a shed in, see what it looks like. I'll do a little decorating with some gravel and stuff going up to it. And I'll probably show y'all why I put the meadow grass in first exactly with an example. Even though I've told y'all, I can show you an example. I ended up going with this building right here. This is the harvester workshop. I was talking about leaving the harvester stuff over on the other side of the map, but I don't know. Oh, well, I feel like a harvester could fit in here pretty easily because it is a harvester workshop in storage. Looks like the heads or something might be stored right up here on these racks. I'm kind of excited about that. I'll see how well that works out. Don't know if I'll put them away there or not. I don't even have one right now. Here's what I was talking about with laying down the meadow grass first. Just kind of plan accordingly to that because it makes it a lot easier. Because now I don't have to go through and touch up the edges with the meadow grass. It's already done. There we go. I think that'll work out pretty great. Maybe. I'll round this a little bit more. Sure, everything coming through here is going to be pretty big. What I mean by I don't have to go through and touch up If you don't understand that, I can show you an example because I got some over here I can touch up. I mean, I'm not too worried about it, but if I did not have the meadow grass down first, I'd have to come through here and touch up very close to the road here instead of being able to use a large brush like I did when laying this down. Of course, I didn't do perfect right through there. Miss some every now and then, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Unless you want it to be perfect, that's up to you. I think we're making some good progress here. I have mentioned before in the past that I just want to kind of build this up naturally, add stuff to it, and somebody did recommend that for the whole house thing too. Speaking of that, let's go over here and add something to the house. Nothing super fancy, just going to add a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, let's just say T-Rex. We'll place that in right there. Just add stuff a little bit here and there. And while all that was going on, I did leave the 5x speed up there because I was actively engaging with work here. Well, I wasn't doing it. I had a worker going. Next up, heading over to another field to start picking up some stone, and still thinking in my mind, I need to get more fields on here, and that may be coming sometime soon. Over here now on field 4, and we're going to go ahead and get a stone picking job going on this, I guess, worker, because I got some big plans. I really want to get some more wood production going on. Automatic wood production, obviously. And I do have multiple mods out there that I have not tried or used yet for automatic wood production. We have one in already. It's like a greenhouse type, and I believe they're all somewhat like a greenhouse type. You put seeds and fertilizer and all kinds of random stuff in there, and then bam, trees grow and you get to harvest them. That's the idea behind that. So it's definitely not something cheaty, I don't think. It's a production that makes trees just like any other greenhouse production that makes a product. The issue I'm going to run into with doing this is having the actual room to do it. In this direction here, I'm going to start clearing out some trees probably over here, and then I'll probably clear out some trees over here also to put in some productions. Let's take a quick look at one of them. It's probably under the greenhouses too. At least I think it would be. I mean, we got our wood productions. This is the mod we were using right here, and this is also the same thing. I could put in another one, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see what else is in here. I think it might be under orchards. Yeah, there is. Tree nursery. I think that would be a great thing to try out. It does require seeds, herbicide, and looks like manure. I have no idea how fast it goes, and I believe I got a couple more tree production mods out there. First, we're going to clear out some trees, and the easy route to clear out those trees would obviously be get the wood chips, but I don't need wood chips. Time to get these trees cut down, picked up with the semi and trailer, and actually used because we are out of wood for all our productions in town. I only got like 3 trees in, and the finished work is all done for that stone picking. There is some other stuff I could do the fields, like liming, fertilizing, but first I gotta get the soil samples, and to get the soil samples I have to do that myself. I'm not exactly in any hurry to get that quite yet. I don't think there's anything I'm gonna plant this month or even next month in those fields. The worker's all done picking up stone over here. Only 13,544 liters. Like I've mentioned, this is just not much stones on this map at all. Really disappointed in that, but oh well. What can I do? I don't know. Maybe edit the file somehow. It's definitely not something I'm going to try to figure out. But this person cannot reach the farm. Why not? I do need to go through here and add some more auto drive lanes and courses. As you can tell, I'm kind of adding them as I go. I just need to take the time to actually go through and add quite a bit because I am missing quite a bit. I believe I got enough trees cut down right now to add at least one production. I'm going to go ahead and go through, pick those up, get them put into some sort of wood distributor. I did send this tractor and pickup wagon over here to pick up the wood chips, and I also sent this one over here because there was some wood chips in the trailer. Why not go ahead and dump them out in this silo while it's on my mind? I did not plan this out, but it looks like this was one full trailer. Well, looks like I can add more, I guess, because it's still blue in the top left. Nonetheless, this is one full trailer of wood. Let's go ahead and get this over to our distributor, which is the big building nearby. Not this forest silo right here. I don't think that can go in there now that I think about it even more. Maybe it can. I know wood can store in there. Maybe I could put wood in there. Huh, interesting. Oh, no, flip over. Almost lost it. We'll go ahead and auto-load that back up there. I'm really interested to see these trees in front of me grow in eventually. I hope they grow in. It's going to be a cluster mess, I guess. That would be something to say on YouTube, right? That's the right way to say that. There we go. That took us up to 55,000 liters. No active productions. I guess I got it turned off. We'll go ahead and turn that on and start sending it over to other sawmills and stuff. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. I don't got to turn that on. If I turn it on, it will end up making wood chips. I don't need wood chips. I'm tired of seeing that 7 liters of wood chips in there. We'll put that on distribute also. Went through, picked up all the wood chips as in that area, and of course ran right into my silo over here. I'm gonna go ahead and get them dumped off here. It wasn't much. It's better than nothing. I mean, these wood chips do end up being like gold during one of the productions I have, so can't miss out on those. Let's go ahead and put in one of the productions. I'm gonna put in a lot. We're just gonna start with one right now. I did say this might be enough room for one. Hopefully it is. I know it's not enough room for all of them. I'm trying to stick with the whole kind of keeping it tucked up into the woods type thing. I'll go ahead and put this tree nursery in right here, and of course we're gonna change it all over to dirt. I don't want no gravel over here. Looking into that new production right right now, it requires seeds, manure, and herbicide. I do not have any herbicide. We're going to go ahead and buy some of that. We do have the seeds and manure though, and we're going to go ahead and switch this over to distributing because I obviously forgot this last time and we did not distribute any over. Of course, I will do the math on this and figure out how much it takes, and I do not know why or understand why this has 100% and a 50% thing. I'm starting to think it might not take both manure and herbicide. Oh, interesting. Let's roll over to the next hour. Maybe it will go over there and run without the herbicide. Looks like it's running, right? Okay, yeah, it's running. I guess the herbicide just puts another 50% boost on there, or bonus. That makes sense, right? Why not take that bonus? Let's get some herbicide into this distributing silo right here and get that running also. And I'll do the math and see how much it makes each month. Hopefully it's not too much. I'll try to keep it somewhat realistic. Not sure exactly how much this herbicide costs. Looks like it costs quite a bit because my money's dropping pretty fast, but I'm also putting quite a bit in here, I think. Let's just let it go. Really regretting this. I'm going to let it go all the way up to 200,000 liters. Maybe. Oh man, that money's dropping fast. I don't like this. Okay, I had to stop it. It was really hurting watching that. $137,000 for all that. Only got 152,000 liters. I say only. I mean, I guess that's quite a bit. We now got the herbicide in here, and looking at this and doing the math, this thing runs horribly, horribly slow. Or my other automatic wood production one runs horribly, horribly fast. I don't know. It's giving me tree saplings. Does that just mean trees? Oh well, but it says it makes 2.5 trees each cycle, and that's 72 cycles per month. Comes out to 180 trees per month. So 180 liters of trees per month is nowhere near what that other one was doing. I believe the other one was right around 20,000 liters per month. Kind of concerning, kind of concerning. Yeah, we'll leave it. Let's just go with it. Like I said, we're going to get them all in. We're going to learn what they all do together. Looks like under productions and factories, I have this timber plantation one. We'll try that one out also. Don't know. I might have enough room to actually just put it in right here. It might fit in right there. Let's see if I got anything else though. I'm honestly kind of concerned. I thought I had more than this, and this might not be enough. Let's go ahead and put this in right here. I think it's going to work out great, of course, after I change all that gravel over to dirt. Okay, this thing's pretty cool. Looks like it shows some already cut down, some little ones growing in, some full-size ones. I don't know if that changes over time, but I like it. I mean, honestly, you shouldn't have anything in there because I got no products in there to make them, but hey, it's looking good. I like it. Let's see what all it takes and how fast it makes it, though. This is another one of those ones that have percentages on them. I guess it takes tree saplings and makes wood. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So these tree saplings from here go over to this timber plantation. Good thing I decided to put multiple in. I was really confused there with it saying tree saplings. I don't know if those would work if I buy them from the pallets, because I believe whenever I plant those trees that I've been planting, they are called tree saplings. So I don't know if I can buy the pallets and bring them over here. But either way, looks like we have tree saplings coming over, and I guess they'll come over here. And it takes manure and herbicide also. We have manure and herbicide already in the production. So let's roll over to the next hour, see how fast it's going, see what all it's making. Almost to the next hour already. There we go. Let's slow that time down. And I did not activate that. My bad. Okay, now let's do it again. Gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Tree saplings. It's got 21. Yes, that's exactly what happens. It's coming out of there over to here. Looks like the tree saplings might limit me. Maybe. Well, you know what? I don't think it will, because 24 times 2, it only uses 48 per month. And this right here makes more than that. This makes 180 per month. We will eventually have an abundance of tree saplings, and I may look into adding a couple more of these timber plantations. But let's find out how much wood we actually get out of this though, because I'm really interested in that. And let's go ahead and change this over to distributing before I forget, because I'm really good at forgetting that. Well, I am super excited. If y'all can see me right now, I'm rubbing my hands like some great news is coming here. This ends up making 45,000 liters of wood each month. I mean, it's only 24 cycles, but multiplied by that 1,875 comes out to 45,000. Now, I don't know how much wood chips. I guess I can do that real quick. Let's hit the backspace on my calculator. Hit multiply 20, 37,500. We may not be needing to get any wood chips ever again, but I know this is not going to be enough wood to keep all my wood productions running. I know that for a fact, but this is super nice. A lot more than the other wood production we have. A lot more. And we can also put another one of these in because of how much tree saplings being made. Let me figure that out real quick too. Just did the math. I took how much saplings are made in the other production versus how much saplings are used in this production, and it shows I can have 3.75 of these productions per every one tree nursery. So safe to say we have 3 of them. That's awesome. And that may be coming pretty soon, if not right now. I think I'm going to start clearing out some trees. Well, it is getting kind of dark. Maybe some other time. Gosh, I'm so in love with this production right here. If y'all have any recommendations on more tree productions out there that I may be missing, I'm sure I'm missing some. Let me know down in the comments. I really appreciate that. Now, there is one out there called Lumberjacks mod, and I have used that on my other channel on previous 0 to 100 millions, and some people do consider it kind of cheaty, even though it's not too much, I guess. The reason people will consider it cheaty is because you can get like 200,000 liters of wood each month, or maybe even more than that, I can't remember. You put diesel in, basically the diesel fuels up the chainsaws, and there's a high production cost, so you're paying lumberjacks to go out there and cut down trees. You get an unlimited amount of wood. I guess that's the cheaty part about it, because can I cut down 200, 300,000 liters of wood each month with a 5-time speed? Maybe. I know I could definitely do it with a 1-time speed. I will be staying away from that one. That is off of a different website. It's not off the Mod Hub, but if there's any on the Mod Hub I may be missing, or any of them even outside of the Mod Hub that y'all recommend, let me know down in the comments. I really would appreciate that. And oh man, I got a huge mess over here of vehicles and equipment, and somebody needs to put all this away. But right now we're flying over this area here because I want to kind of put in more fields. No kind of about it. I just want to put in a lot more fields. I would like to have every type of crop out there in every type of field. Sounds like a great idea in my mind, but executing that idea sounds horrible. Absolutely horrible. But while we still have a little bit of sunlight left, let's go ahead and remove some of these trees. Looks like my tractor, tree devourer, and trailer is over here by all my forestry stuff, and I don't know how I feel about using this tractor really anymore. It's a pretty small tractor. I mean, it gets the job done, I guess, but I would like a bigger one because it is feeling like it does slide all over the place a little bit here and there. But oh well, let's get it over there, see if it can get the job done. It's worked before. I think it will do the job. It is sliding a little bit all over the place. Let's go ahead and park it up out of the way. We're going to use my John Deere tractor. It is my biggest, strongest one I have right now. It's not doing anything else, so why not use the biggest, strongest one to hopefully get this going a little bit faster. You know, I really don't want to admit it, but maybe the John Deere tractor does break faster because we're up to almost 10% damage. You can maybe tell in the top right there, maybe. But underneath my money, it tells me the damage and the painting and all that stuff. I mean, the tractor is up 10% almost, and we've only put 2 hours on it. That seems like a lot. Don't know if it is or not, but it seems like a lot. Maybe somebody out there did a comparison to see which one died the fastest. Being down here on the ground now, you can actually tell how hilly this terrain is. It is very hilly over here, and I'm not sure how much that's going to affect our work on the field as far as planting, plowing, seeding, harvesting, all that stuff. But I do know it is starting to get a little bit dark, and I don't like to record much whenever it's dark, so I will be seeing y'all first thing in the morning. But while the time keeps going and going, if it gets dark, I'm going to turn the lights on, knock out the rest of these trees, get all the wood chips. We are now in the month of July. Looks like the sun's coming up, getting a little bright, a little under 6 a.m. right now. And I did notice there's something that is best sell time. Let's go ahead and look at that. It is going to be our planks. Best sell time July, value right now $183,000. Now, of course, I'm not going to go over there and manually move all that stuff, even with an autoload trailer. We're just going to go ahead and set that up on selling. Let's find out where all that is. I believe it's in a small silo. Right here, small silo. Let's go ahead and change that output to selling, yep, and roll over to the next hour. There is onions that are best sell time right now. Well, not the best sell month, but they have a high value. Not going to worry about those. $850,000 is our total in the top right now. That is really good, but nowhere near that 100 million. Looking into the pallet and barrel production, maybe I should have kept those planks because they're about to run out over here. Geez. Let's go ahead and change that from stop taking planks, I guess. There, we turn that off right there now. No planks are going to go over to our small silo because I don't think we're ever going to hit a max plank capacity in there, plus in our other production. I want all of them going over to the production. So kind of a mess up there, but oh well, we're good. We got almost 30,000 liters of wood chips here. I did go a little bit further than I originally planned on. Let's see here. I can get a better view, right? Ended up coming all the way over here. I don't know if I'm going to bring a field all the way over here or not, and I may have missed some. It did get a little dark, turn the lights on, still couldn't see all of it. Let's go ahead and get this dumped off into our overflow silo of wood chips. Well, looks like all these trees actually grew in. Well, at least I think they all did. I'm not going to count them, but let's go to an aerial view here, look at them. Oh man, I got a little hole in the middle. I could have planted a few more. Right now, this is what it's looking like. Quite a bit of trees here. Hopefully they keep going up, up, and up, and yep, good size hole right there. Guess I missed that. Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing there. Let's see how big these are right now. Length is 5 meters, volume 582 liters. I think that's the wood volume, not the wood chip volume. And I am interested in the wood volume now. Ooh, that is a lot of trees. I can't even remember how much I planted. Right over here is the areas where I went ahead and cleared out trees. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually put fields all the way over here up against this tree line. Did end up leaving a few trees over here around the rock formation. I think we kind of work around that. I think that's a great idea. Don't want to take them all out. And you know what? I guess I could have got rid of this one. It's kind of sticking out a little further from there. And it's right on the border of my land. I don't plan on buying any more more of this land to the north here. If I do end up buying any of that, I'll probably turn it into some sort of quarry or something like that. Oh, speaking of that, there's a rock quarry mod somebody did mention. I might need to look into that because I'd like to get some stones. I may have figured out what is wrong with me. There's a lot, so I can't really list it on here. No, I'm just kidding. But I may have figured out what was wrong with that harvester on that field we harvested previously. I put some sort of sensor on there. Maybe that's what was throwing it off and not allowing it to go to the trailer fast. And someone did say something about an auger trailer can run beside it. I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't quite figured that out. I'm sure I can watch some YouTube videos, figure all that stuff out. But let's send this back to the farm. We're going to tab over to our harvester. Oops, just missed it. Come on. Where's the harvester? There it is. Now let's go inside here to our harvester, go to customize and change something on this. What was it? Field scanner. Don't know what the field scanner does, but there's a good possibility it could have a negative effect to what I was doing there, besides just the header possibly being messed up. I'm thinking it might be the field scanner because I noticed it during editing the episode where I harvested that the harvester would not drive through the crop at all. So I think that's what that field scanner is, and that might be causing an issue. Looks like our grass field is ready to harvest. Tell down there in the bottom right. Probably gonna get some good grass. Let's go ahead and get that mower. We're gonna get this mower right here, get it fired up, get it over there on the field, get it going, and of course get tons of grass. Now that grass is gonna turn into something, not sure what yet, but I'll probably end up filling up the sheep pen before I utilize it for anything else like silage and TMR making. Whoa, ramp right off that. Apparently this worker cannot make it to the farm point, which would make sense because there is a backed up traffic group of tractors and trailers all right here. I really only wanted to come over here because the plow's over here. And of course, I'm not going to put this stuff away because I am lazy now and it's starting to look pretty bad over here. Maybe one day I'll get it put away. But for right now, I'm in a hurry. Got to get things done. Always rushing. Life's no fun. I think that's how that song goes. I don't know. Something like that. There's actually something else I realized that we should do pretty soon so we can start profiting off of it. And that is make candles. Now, I was a little worried that it would require animal fat and beeswax, but I did do a little test on another map and noticed there's an option. You can run animal fat or you can run the beeswax. So we will be getting that put in pretty soon. But first I want to get the field knocked out real quick, get a stone picker over here, get it going, kind of keep the work going maybe. I don't know. Nah, we're wasting time. Let's go ahead and jump over to the town real quick. Put that in. I think I got something by the town, right? Wait, what am I doing? Oh, here it is right here. Always keep something close by. What? They're gonna let me grab this pallet? Oh, cool. Guess it weighs nothing because I didn't have super strength on. I think putting the candle making thing would be pretty cool over here by this beekeeping mod here. So let's see if I can find this. I guess it's in the Dragon's Den production. See how much it costs. It's somewhere in here. Don't know which one it is. And here we go. It is a candle factory. We'll just place it in right here, I think. Dragon's Den Candle Factory, $100,000. Wow. Did not see that coming. Maybe I should pay attention to how much money I'm spending. Not sure exactly how this works, but I think I got it set up where I can still drive in and out of here if I need to, but don't think I'm going to need to. Well, you know what? Maybe I will because I believe I was having some of this stuff spawn out. Oh, wow. Looks like it did flip over here. Yes, it is spawning out. I think it's time to get some sort of new truck for delivering pallets around the map. Now, I do have that semi, but it's kind of stuck up with that log trailer, but I don't know if I'm ever going to use that log trailer again. That also brings me back to the point where earlier on in the series here, I was getting some American type theme looking trucks, and I don't exactly want to do that. So let's go with something like this right here. Don't believe this is American type. And we can even get a trailer to go with it too. Just kind of looking at this auto load option here. Let's see here. Do I got anything else with that AL on it? No, not seeing it. But the difference in these two right here is looks like this one has 500 horsepower, and I do like that. Ooh, I could customize the color. Of course, we are going with something crazy looking, right? Hey, purple. Ain't too crazy, is it? Purple and yellow. And let's not do yellow. I've been doing a lot of yellow. Let's do purple and Voltra. And that's going to cost us $133,300. Of course, we will buy that. Now, of course, I want to get some sort of trailer to be pulled behind that at the same time. And we'll go ahead and change up the color on this to, let's see here. Let's go red, I guess. You know what? Let's go orange. Nah, I don't know. Trying to figure out which one looks the weirdest. We'll just go red. They all look fine. $39,650. That is ours. I am supposed to be out there right now plowing up fields, but that's not happening because I got all this pallet stuff I got to take care of. Now, I can't remember why, but I have two different pallets spawning out over here. I'm thinking this first one right here, all bunched up and jumbled up right here, that should just be the wicks. I think it is. This over here is actually stuffed animals, and it says, do not use a box knife on it. That's pretty cool. Now, the stuffed animals, I just didn't have anywhere that can auto store it somewhere. That's why it's distributing out. And all this right here is wicks, of course. And I feel like I should have made an exit right here. Guess I'll go ahead and just make my own exit. 32,400 liters of wicks here. I don't think this production is going to hold this much. That seems like a lot. I guess all the extras we can just kind of put into some sort of storage, but it's looking like there's not going to be any extras. Nope, took it all. That is great. Now let's go get some of that beeswax and of course set those two things up on distributing moving forward. We will come in here, change that from spawning to distributing. I mean, as long as it's up and running, we'll go ahead and look at it right now, actually. Candle factory, that holds 120,000 liters of wick. Wow, that is cool. Candles is set on storing. I'm going to go ahead and set that up on selling, I guess. Just go ahead and automatically sell it off. And there's two options here. There's one with animal fat and one with beeswax, and we are making beeswax somewhere. This is a Dragon Den's beehive right over here. It's set on spawning. Don't know if I got anything over there. I better run over there and check that out first before I waste my time driving over there. Yeah, it looks like we have a couple of pallets of beeswax over here. Let's go ahead and bring that truck and trailer over here. Well, guess I don't need that trailer. We'll just bring the truck over, pick this up, call it good. There ended up being 5,000 liters over there. Let's go ahead and get this dumped off in here and see if this production is actually up and running now. Over here, the candles, it does look like it says it's going. I mean, it doesn't have a red dot on it. Let's put it that way. And this has a red dot on it. That's not good. What's going on here? I think it has to do with the fabric. Fabric's not really exactly keeping up, I don't think. Maybe, maybe not. Somewhere in here are some mods that make fabric, right? Oh well, I'll worry about it some other time. I got some fields to plow. There's one thing I really want to consider when making these fields. Yes, I want to make them smaller and put in more, but I want to make sure the long side is facing in this direction right here, so it's not going up and down a hill as much, even though it's about to turn into a hill right there quite a bit. So, time to go ahead and turn back and connect it. Just finish up this field right here, and you know, I'm not liking how small it is. Let's go ahead and extend it a little bit in this direction here, just to make it a little bit bigger. About to finish up the plowing here, and I'm realizing this may have not been a very good spot for a field because it is going so slow up and down, but it could be a lot worse, and it could be over there on that hillside. Not gonna happen. I really think I may have messed up the start point on this field right here, so let's go ahead and fill that back in with some grass and meadow grass, and I'll round it out here in a second, because once I round this right here, I kind of see a large portion of it over here in this corner kind of not getting touched by anything on a course play, unless I take off the rounded edges option, and I don't want to do that. So pretty simple fix, I think. I don't know, this is actually kind of the first time I'm doing this. Usually I just kind of leave it and touch it up afterwards, but I'm gonna do it first this way so I don't have to really touch anything up, and should be a lot easier this way. At least I think it would be easier this way. Place that in right there, and we're good to go. Let's just continue this, make this loop right here, and should connect. Looks like we got a finished worker over there mowing up the field, and we got great demand at the sell everything container. I already took a quick peek in there, and there's nothing we have that's on great demand. At least I don't think there is. I believe it gives you that blue arrow thing. I've never really sold much on great demand. I believe the blue arrow would be something that's on great demand right now, and I'm not seeing it. See if I can find it though. Kind of interested to see if that blue arrow was a thing or not. There we go. Looks like cotton is there now. It's not a blue arrow going up or down. It's a blue arrow going to the left. Sell everything. Cotton prices up higher. Really not that much. It's not even at the max value either. Interesting. This thing is absolutely filthy. I'm gonna go ahead and get it washed and put away, and then get a worker out here picking up this grass. Of course, somebody's been lazy and left a roller right over there, so we'll just use this side over here where there's all this dirt, and now it's gonna turn into mud. I mean, we shouldn't get stuck, right? I just realized something to add to my routine of putting this stuff up, if I ever do actually put it up. I got a repair shop now. Looks like I can wash it back there, refuel it right there, head up this hill right here, and that building to the left should have a repair trigger in it. And now I do have the mobile mechanic mod where I can just repair it anywhere, but I thought that was kind of cool, where I can just drive right in here. To repair this, it's going to cost $4,217. Now, I'm not seeing a repaint option. Maybe I have to do that in, I don't know, I guess the actual shop, or I could use my mobile mechanic mod, I guess. Yep, repaint, $27,738. Nope, oh thank you, don't care about that. Do care a little bit about the maintenance, not really too much, because I don't think it does anything if it's down on 0 or up at 100% damage. Well, I guess I own quite a bit of land over in that direction there, but I don't think I want to make a field heading up that hill. That thing is really, really steep looking, and we're gonna just finish off our last field right here. Last field for right now, I think. Looks like I got quite a bit in there, and I'll show you all that at the end, and we'll do a little count of how many I actually have, because I really don't know. I just know I've made quite a bit, I think. Let's take a quick flight over here and look at all these fields I added in. Now, I am going backwards from what I added in, and I don't know the numbers quite yet, but we got one field over here, 2 over here, split between this rock formation over there, kind of a smaller, narrow one over here, and a larger, narrow one over here on the top part. Now I am going to go through and build a few things right after this little fly through, and then there's a nice square-ish shaped field, I guess, right there, kind of. And here's the first one we started with. So right now, currently what we got field 1 over here, which is our grass field, and hey, looks like he's done working, or she. Field 2 over there is our barley field. That's going to be feeding our chicken, and it is our largest one, maybe, compared to the grass field. Basically, the way I got it right now is the left field over there, barley one is feed. The right field over there, the grass one, is feed also, and they are our largest ones. The rest of these are going to be kind of for productions, I guess. Now, I should probably renumber these because I believe this is number 3, this is number 4, and then I come back this direction. This would be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 back in there. That's how it would go, but I might be doing a little renumbering system here, kind of put it in order as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like we got 711,000 liters of grass in here, and that seems pretty normal. I think it's always right around 700,000 liters, and I probably say this same exact thing every single time I harvest it. I don't remember. I mean, 700,000 does sound really familiar. First thing we're going to do is we're going to dump this off in the sheep pen. Whatever's left over is going to head over to the production in town to be turned into TMR. Well, eventually TMR. It's going to have to go to hay, silage. Those two are going to combine and make TMR. Looking at sheep pen real quick, we have a little over 750,000 liters of grass in there, so this shouldn't take too much, just a little under of 250,000. I believe I'm done plowing for a while now. We'll go ahead and get it washed and put away, and I keep thinking I really should just go ahead and make the same amount of fields as there is crops, and I won't ever have to worry about it again. But I'm tired of plowing, so let's put it away, and maybe next season, next year, we'll get some more fields in. Here's the thing I did always mention, how it doesn't really matter if this thing is at 0 or not, but let's back it in here, get it worked on real quick. I think it might work from right there. Nope, it does not. I'll just go ahead and manually do it with this. Ooh, what is that, leased or something? Why can't I not customize that? It is leased. I did not realize I had stuff leased. Oh man, I got a lot leased. Okay, let's start buying some of this stuff. We'll go ahead and buy this plow. Now I can repair it. Well, you know what? Will it work here? Maybe it will. Nope, doesn't reach. We will repair for $7,900. Not going to worry about the paint. Don't really care too much about that. I mean, it looks great. And then, you know what? Let's not repair the John Deere tractor because I feel like it's just going to break even faster and even more if I get it repaired. Let's just leave it where it's at. Already up to 13% damage. Not looking good, not looking good. Plow was put away. Pretty excited about that, actually, getting some of the stuff put back away. Finally made it over here to town with 478,000 liters of grass. Let's get that dumped out. I think I could dump it out on this one, even though it doesn't have an unload trigger, right? Hey, yes, looks like it works. Most likely I have that production turned off. Let's see if I can find it. There it is right there. And we'll see what all we need. We got a bunch of grass. We got a little bit of hay, 151,000 liters of hay. What that means is I'm going to need to make some more hay still. Let's go ahead and activate the hay, the silage, and then of course the TMR. I feel like I'm wasting some time here by not working on that grass field. Well, I'm not going to work on it. I'm going to have a worker work on it. Let's go ahead and get some liming going on over there. Liming, fertilizing, and rolling, right? If I can remember correctly. Already washed the pickup anything wagon. Let's go ahead and get it repaired and see if we can do that. No, we can't. Oh wait, repair right there. Oh, why didn't I have that repair option? It doesn't allow me to customize it. Did I not have that repair option before? I may have totally missed it, but I guess I can repair my leased items, but I don't want to keep my items leased. We'll go ahead and repair and also purchase it. No, don't return. Let's purchase that for $41,860. I mean, I feel like we're going to use it quite a bit. We've already used it quite a bit. Our first new field we added this episode is done picking up stones. We'll head over to the next one. And I forgot I was going to add a few things, and I remembered that because I saw something back there in that tree line, and I was like, hey, I need to add some more of that. Let's go ahead and get this course started up on field number 6 over here, and then I'll add a few, what is it, animal things maybe? Not sure yet. I don't know why I'm keeping it so secretive. Y'all probably know exactly what I'm going to add. And here's what I'm going to add, these beehives. I'd like to keep them close to a field. They don't got to be super close. I don't know exactly the distance they need to be from a field to help with a yield boost, but I'm going to put them over here and maybe put in a few extras. I mean, I don't need that much, right? And we'll go ahead and put them in. And I do not own this land over here, so let's go to the land I actually own. Don't own the land close to that tree there. We'll just put it right there. I think that will work out great. Let's see here. Anywhere else I can put one? Obviously, I can put them anywhere I really want to, even on the field. We'll put one right there. We're going to have tons and tons of honey coming in. Tons of money from the honey, I think. Let's drop one right there, too. And you know what? Hey, let's go ahead and put another one right over here. A lot of money spent on bees. I think it's going to pay off pretty good, especially with it all being automaticalized. Is that a word? Automaticalized? I don't know. And tons of tree line over here to put some bees in. So just fill that up there. I should probably calm it down a little bit there. I think I just got an achievement, actually. I wasn't paying attention. Should I put some over here with the animals? They'll get stung, right? Get all swollen up faces and everything? Kinda. They might. I'm telling myself right now, stop Don't put any more. That's enough. That's plenty. And I'm also telling myself, put more, pick more, my lord. There we go. Put a few more in there. Come on. Stop. Nah, I'm just kidding. I ain't stopping. We're getting a lot more in here. We're going to end up making $100 million just off of bees. Nah, I don't think it'd be that big of an impact. Now, I did look at a few beehive mods out there, and I didn't really see much in the mod hub. I'm sure I get something off the third-party side, but I'm not very worried about that at all. Do I own this land? Nope, I do not. Hey, I think we're good. I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging. I was putting up that pick up anything wagon and realized I don't exactly have enough space for it. I mean, I do. I put it away in the other shed, but that's kind of blocking my path to putting on my stone picker, and the stone picker is being used right now. So why not put the pick up anything wagon with all my mowing stuff, because that's what it's primarily used for. And this harvester right here can just come sit over here somewhere for right now. This is a harvester repair shop shed. Makes sense to put the harvester over here. Oh gosh, I just hit something. Wow, that is really close. I did not realize how close those racks were. I guess this might be sticking out of the shed a little bit. I really don't want it to, so let's back it up in there really far up against whatever that is, the holder for a header thingy, shelf. And here's what I'm talking about. I did end up putting the pickup wagon over here, and I had left enough room to back up the stone wagon in there, but I don't really like it, especially if I got to pull that plow out, because I had a hard time pulling that plow out with that planter in the way last time I had to pull that out. I think this can fit right in here pretty good. We'll see. Let's see here. Yeah, just put it up against the wall most likely. Try to, of course, leave a drive-through area still. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there, I think. Now, there's something I need to go ahead and buy and do, which is buy something for soil samples and get those soil samples. Now, I do have these sampler taker thingy majigs. What is this? With a soil sampling unit, I guess it would be called a soil sampling unit. You can take soil samples to have more detailed information about a field for future working steps. Now, what is this right here? With a crop sensor, you can measure the real nitrogen uptake of the crop to apply more precise fertilizer rates. That's pretty interesting. Not going to do it though. Now, I guess this one is going to be the furthest extended one as far as the biggest range. So why not? Let's go ahead and do it. Of course, let's pick out some colors real quick. Here's the color option I'm going to go with right here. Some sort of red, some sort of yellow, some sort of blue. Don't know exactly what those were, but $17,250 is the price for this. We will buy that. Before getting over there and doing those soil samples, let's go ahead and check out this finished worker. Looks like another stone picking job is all done. Let's start up another one. Off and going on the small field now. This is definitely not going to take very long at all. It will probably give me enough time to go ahead and get this hooked up, get it to its first field, and start being confused on how to use it. We can take a look at that map over there in the bottom left, I guess. I mean, that's definitely more than the bottom left. That's the left. And that is our range, that little green radius. So quite a bit. I think I might be able to get a few of these fields all at once. And that's the idea behind this. Looks like I'm going to be able to get my field 3 and 4 right here in front of me and off to the left behind the trees. Let's see if I can know how to use this thing. I definitely don't. Take soil sample B. I am currently on this other field though. No big deal, I don't think. And I guess it took it, I guess. Let's raise it up. Like, now what do I do from here? Currently no soil samples to analyze. Really? Do I hold it? Nope. Don't think I hold it. What do you mean there's no soil samples to analyze? Let's give it some time. Let's go through and get some more samples. Might be a bad idea, especially since I got some workers going on the field over there. And it looks like it's taking away the soil information. And there's the last sample right there. I think maybe I got to fold this up or something. Maybe. I mean, there's no fold option. Kind of weird. Let's get rid of that map. Maybe there's some options here. Send soil samples for analyzing. There we go. Why? The soil samples are now sent to the laboratory for analyzing. You will see the results on the soil types map soon. Sweet. I knew exactly what I was doing this whole time, just testing y'all. We just got hit with a charge of $5,541 for soil samples analyzed, and of course that is a lot cheaper than me purchasing them. I mean, I'm not too worried about money, but people are saying, hey, I should try out that mod. I'm going to try it out. For those of you that may be interested, here's the soil types that came in, and I'm not exactly liking it. Might be time to get rid of that precision farming. Lime work is all done, and I don't know how good it did, I guess, because some of the information for the soil samples was gone, I think, but I'm sure it did pretty good. Nothing wrong with over liming, I don't think. But let's go ahead and get this back over there, get it washed and put away, but I think I'm going to start up the fertilizing before I get it washed and put away. I guarantee I will forget all about this being here and lose it because it's kind of tucked up in the corner. I never really go from that angle. I'm always backing stuff in from this angle right here, but I'm trying to just kind of tuck it out of the way for right now. Seems like this shed right here is kind of turning into my field creation shed. Like that idea. I mean, I'm trying to kind of keep them centralized around one type of work. Try to, at least. I mean, we got my harvester stuff back there. Eventually, I'll move the cedar over there. Planter, I was kind of thinking about doing that. And then I got my grass work shed also. Of course, we got to get more sheds in there, though, because there's a lot more work to be done, a lot more equipment to buy. On the last field now, picking up rocks, and we do now have 9 fields. I can tell that pretty easily because I have 9 folders for courseplay, and each folder is a field. 2 of those fields are reserved for certain things, 1 barley, 1 grass. Now I'm going to start looking into other things to put in these fields. That leaves me with 7 fields, 7 different crops are going to be coming the way. Now I'm thinking I got potatoes, sugar beet, and sugar cane here. I mean, who really wants to do that? I know I don't, but I do got a nice small field for that, and I do have some nice big mods for that also, so it's really not too bad now that I think about it, and a little more. Would love to get into the red beet, carrots, and parsnip. I haven't done much with that premium expansion mod pack. Something different. We will probably look into that and see what kind of factories they got there. Well, it looks like canola's coming up. That's definitely going to be planted. And then next season, oh, cotton. Definitely want some cotton. I don't think I'm going to do it in February, though. I'll probably do it in March. But I really do want some cotton to kind of increase that wool clothing shop production going. And of course, red beets, carrots, and parsnips. Let's go with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What did I say? I got 7 fields. Let's go some. You know what? We gotta do a root crop. I just feel like we have to. Let's do one of these root crops. I'll decide whenever we get there. Sugar cane, sugar beet, or potatoes. And then we'll do oats, maybe? Just really not sure on that one. I'd like to do oats because I think oats work out great for making flour. I think. Maybe there's something better. Let me know in the comments. What's the best thing for making flour? I thought it was oats. Not sure. It does plant and harvest really fast. I like that. And that would be a huge plus if I had seasons turned off. I would just be doing a bunch of oat fields over and over and over again. And then there's corn and sunflowers. You know what? Let's do corn and sunflowers because that's going to require a different header. So I'm going to do a corn or sunflowers, not both. So that's going to fill it all up. Let's recap it real quick. I'm going to do some canola for canola oil. I'm going to do some corn or sunflowers. That's 2. And then I'm going to do some sort of root crop here. That's 3. I'm going to do cotton. That's 4. Let's see what I got. Red beet, carrots, and parsnips. So 5, 6, 7. That fills up all our fields. I think we were good there. Well, that's actually going to wrap up this episode. I really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. I really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. And until next time, y'all take care.